Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again. Folks, it's another week in wrestling. We're kicking it off with WWE RAW tonight, the go-home show for Clash at the Castle. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. So Ricochet over to that chat. Click all those buttons. Get in there. A lot is apparently up. We're going to talk all about it. It's going to be a fun one. Welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network. Let's go! Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you WWE RAW tonight. It's going to be 3+ hours of action. We're going to be here for all the reaction. So make sure you be a friend, tell a friend, get in the chat, click all the buttons, click that thumbs up, help the algorithm, because we are looking forward to a fun night tonight. Lots going on, lots to talk about. The go-home show for Clash. But for the next 3 hours or so, you're going to be locked in with Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I'm Big Nick, and since you keep bringing up Go Home, my guy, and you kind of hinted at it, and I let your sneaky little slide in there early on. There's a certain superstar that's allegedly going to be going home after tonight here. One Ricochet, the fighting Irishman out there.
This story is very interesting, Nick. Lots to talk about with it because, A, we don't know if it's true or not. We've seen the dirt sheets be wrong several times. We have no idea if this is really happening. You and I thought they were going to write him off last week where they threatened Braun dropping the stairs on him, but they didn't. So it feels like there was a plan going forward for him. Very intriguing overall. I mean, we don't know anything. And if this is his last night, we'll see. I know people are already talking about his girlfriend, wife, whatever Samantha is. So, is she going next? Watch out, Roberts.
No, that you can have. We've talked about this, especially last night. You can have couples that work in two different companies and everything. And again, like you said, we don't know if he's actually leaving. We don't know when his contract ends. So he could still end up re-signing, in that time and everything. Like you said, we thought they were going to write him off. We've heard everybody pretty much say that that's probably what they're going to do tonight, but it still remains to be seen. This would be a hard L, though, if the dirt sheets, the Meltzers, and I think it was Mike Johnson initially, PW Insider, that initially broke it. That'd be a hard L to take if you were like wrong.
And again, people surmise that, maybe Chad Gable would be leaving. People still think that Becky's going to show up to fight Sasha at Wembley. Again, it's funny times. The rumor is Chad has re-signed or he's not going anywhere anyway. Being prominent, about to win the IC title, I think that would be a hard sell, period.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a wee bit. But, yeah, I mean, again, tonight's matchup, Ricochet, how they use him on the show tonight might be very telling to see how accurate these stories are.
Well, and it'll also be interesting if they use him on the card.
Very interesting as well. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're gonna write him off, like, does he just go away, or are you gonna put him on the show and then beat him up? I don't know. I really don't know, but time will tell on this one. But it is the Clash at the Castle Go Home show. We will be here live Saturday, 11:45 a.m., not 10:45, 11:45 a.m. We will start just before the pre-show and be here for all of it. We're looking forward to it. I believe I am anyway. I think you are, but
I just a little bit. I mean, we've got a whole score to settle between Priest and Drew here.
That's gonna be the most anticipated match in channel history.
That's going to be the tensest championship match that we've watched, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. But yeah, I mean, again, Drew taking on Damian. This will be their last time interacting. Drew's going to take, well, maybe, because Drew's going to fight Sheamus on Friday as part of the SmackDown in Scotland.
Yeah, you got to give him a little tease there, a little tickle.
Right? And I mean, Sheamus isn't scheduled to be on the card. So it's a nice way to kind of get him involved in the whole festivities. Again, I mean, I think we're getting a triple threat for the women's tag team belts. So that shall be interesting. Gable going after Sammy still. Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles, I Quit match announced on Friday. Let's go. Let's go.
Right. Yeah, and I can confirm because I do have the card pulled up. We're getting Bianca and Jade taking on Alba Fire and Isla Dawn and Shayna and Zoe for the women's tag belts.
Let's go, creepy witches.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Does all the Scottish superstars go over in Scotland? Because you got Piper going against Bailey. I don't think so. I don't think Jade and Bianca dropped the titles. I think you can't have them put up an offer in Scotland.
Yeah, they can. Well, I mean, again, you might have a valid argument, but I'm trying to think of somebody that could pull it out, but I don't know.
They bring in, I don't know, fucking one of the Highlanders, the old tag team that they had and everything.
Right.
Just winning a fucking bullshit match out of the blue.
Unless he's at the Impact Zone watching wrestling.
Oh, yeah, shit. Yeah, see? Yeah, great minds.
But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I see that we're almost at 60 people already. Get in that chat. Let us know what you're thinking about wrestling-wise. Did you like NXT Battleground? Did you watch NXT Battleground? What are you excited about for Clash? Are you excited for anything else going on this week? As we do have a crazy Dynamite to get into. Wrestling Court returns on Thursday, plus our preview show for Clash at the Castle also on Thursday. Friday, SmackDown, Rampage, and then Saturday, Brunch with the Boys 10. So we got lots going on here at the channel. Click all the buttons and be a part of the fun. But yeah, don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Get in there.
Absolutely. Well, also, are we going to get a kind of a big tease from Howdy tonight? Because allegedly what we've all kind of thought is pretty much we're a week away from the return, the debut of the Wyatt Six, the new Uncle Howdy and everything.
Yeah, I'm inclined to think so, Nick. I think that from the videos I've seen, like this Friday when they teased in for the live crowd, those teases, those little songs during the commercial breaks, they're getting more and more intense, more flickering lights, more cryptic sounds, more static. They're upping the ante. More and more has been hinted at through the QR codes, things like, are we going to get a Firefly Funhouse? What is going to happen? So yeah, I mean, they have to up it. I mean, we've been at this for several months, and if the 17th, a week from today is the big moment, we need something over the next 3 shows.
Yeah, well, I still think we'll get something, but do we get like something real big that's like, see you next week kind of?
No, I think we're just going to probably get another QR code, but it will be a little more. I'm hoping if we get another QR code tonight, it's going to be a little less cryptic, a little more on the nose, maybe reveal a little more, really get people digging into the buzz or the rumors and that kind of stuff. Maybe, show Redbeard's beard or Dexter's mustache. Like, give us a little more that we can all dig into and decipher.
Fair enough. But speaking of digging into and deciphering, do we want to talk to the peoples here? Sometimes we got to decipher their comments.
Why not? We definitely have to decipher a lot that comes through.
Right. Anna already in here from, I guess, last night saying, yeah. You're right, already in here. CEO just saying Liv Morgan, Anna again, Beef Squatch just shouting out Rico, whoever that is. Uncle Rico?
Or Rico
from Billy and Chuck?
Rico from Billy and Chuck is a possibility.
Kevin, what up? Rocco, what up? I can see Liv versus Rhea at SummerSlam with either Dom as the ref or him hanging from a shark cage.
Yeah, 100%. That's what that's building towards for sure. The minute Rhea is healthy, you'll know Rhea's close to healthy when this Dom Liv thing really picks up a little bit. Because I think Rhea comes running back in. She's a heavy favorite to get her belt back, and it's Dom that stops her from getting that belt back.
Now, and well, who do you have Liv feud with till Rhea's healthy? Because we can't just keep doing just the Dom Liv thing. You can still get that, but you got to have a match or two.
Yeah, I think you got to throw her into something on the way because SummerSlam is a ways away. I think they're gonna ride the Dom bit for a little bit here, but yeah, it'd be very interesting if they find somebody to kind of step up and be mad at her in between. Like she should maybe have a match at Money in the Bank, perhaps. And again, the more matches she has, the more opportunity Dom can. Oops, I didn't mean to help you.
Right. Well, Damon's out here looking forward to Io and Lyra. So what if it was like Lyra versus Liv?
Could
All
be.
the Lyra sounds.
Right. Yeah, it could be. Squeaky babyface. Io's a good shout, but she's more of the heel still with damage control. So yeah, Valkyria or whatever the fudge could definitely be a viable option for a decent Liv win.
Right. C Money looking forward to Ilya versus Bronjamin Breaker, but I feel like we're getting an F finish. Yeah, probably, because you kind of do think neither one can kind of take a clean L right now.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be foolery. This is gonna be tomfoolery all around. Yeah, they're gonna try and protect these two coming through. Could I see one of them losing? Yeah, I mean, again, very interesting. But yeah, it's got if one of these guys is gonna take an L, it's gonna be a pay-per-view L.
Yeah, well, maybe Braun takes an L, and that's when he really like snaps.
You humble him a bit.
Well, not even that. Like that's where you could get into kind of a fucked finish to where you have like, say if Ricochet comes out and holds Braun's foot or some bullshit, whatever, and then he just snaps and he destroys Ricochet, what have you, and that's what sets him off and everything, because they've been going with the whole Ricochet or Braun Breaker just losing his goddamn cool all the time.
Yeah, that's a valid argument. I mean, yeah, I think they're going to do everything they can to protect both these guys, no matter what the outcome is.
But it's so crazy that we're getting it free on TV as a, when you said it's a pay-per-view caliber match, even if it is kind of going to end up in an F finish.
Yep. And again, we'll see how they get there.
Right. Jason, what up? Rocco again. Rick, what up? Hello there. Roman, Christian, always with the paragraphs. My guy, you're the learning tree of the chat sometimes. Yeah.
Right.
Byron, what up? RM, Richard Martinez. Apparently Drew versus Finn is the main event. I have heard that.
Yep.
I kind of dig it. I think that's going to be a hell of a match.
Absolutely. And your number one contender being in the main event spot makes sense for me, especially on a go-home show that he's featured and could win the title.
Right. And you have him taking on a member of the Judgment Day. You could very much see Damian get involved and cost him the match, what have you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But does that make Drew kind of the baby? Well, he's going to be the baby face in fucking Scotland, so you might as well kind of do it to kind of get him there. All right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're kind of playing a tweener game right now with these two until Damian fully digs into whatever's happening with Judgment Day.
Right. What? Matthew, what up? We got a lot of people in here. RM girl, Shayna got her ass kicked last night. She didn't get her ass kicked. She lost, but she...
Referee stoppage. Referee had to save her.
Yeah. Well, I did. That's only in certain ways that match can end, my guy.
She ate an elbow and they got pounded.
Pause.
You heard me.
Christopher is saying, hey guys, huge fan of the show. I feel Uncle Howdy should come back on Saturday at Clash and have the rest of the people come next Monday night. Or the following Monday, or like a week after. Because the following, I think, works pretty well. I think you've talked about that a couple of times. If you get like Howdy just at Clash and then you get everybody else shows up after the fact.
Yeah, it could definitely be a trickle effect, right? Kind of like what they're doing with the Bloodline right now. It's just like they're dripping them in like one by one by one. It very much could be that. Now, the other side of the coin is if a massacre is coming, it may require the whole unit to show up together and just run Ripshaw over all of it.
Absolutely. Boston, what up? Kevin, what up? Bradley, what up? What's your thoughts on Hikuleo signing with WWE? Well, again, that goes to like what you were just talking about with their 1 little, 2 little, 3 little tongue and 4 little, 5 little, 6 little tongue.
Get them all in here. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, again, we've been kind of waiting for it. We're still waiting to see if Lance shows up, if Jacob shows up, and now we got Hikuleo in the mix. Again, a big signing, a big man, a great wrestler, big fan. Let's go.
Well, and another tall guy too, 100%, and could very much now. Maybe you need the Roman bloodline faction to pull in Sami Zayn or anything? Or could you
Yes.
imagine they put Roman and Jacob together?
I mean, again, highly possible. The options are aplenty with the whole storyline. We still don't even know who really is pulling all the strings. We don't know when Roman might be back, even though based on last week, we're getting close to a Roman return because they're definitely tickling the scrotum on this one. But yeah, I mean, again, and you're bringing in people like even a Hikuleo. Let's say, and I'm not thinking this, but let's say they decide, well, we'll put him on Raw. He doesn't have to be with the other Samoans. We got a whole bunch of Islanders over there. He'd be fine. Like Hikuleo, Damian Priest, Hikuleo, Drew McIntyre. That's the talent is good enough that you don't have to peg them in there. Now, I mean, again, this bloodline storyline is going to be epic. So,
well, it's the best way to bring them in, but it's still, I get your point of like when this is done, when the bloodline reaches its final act, which I know, unfortunately, it will at some point, even though it seems like it won't. Tama Tonga is still going to be a great wrestler in the company. Tonga Loa is still going to be a great wrestler in the company. If they bring in Hikuleo, it's still going to be a great wrestler in the company. Jacob Fatu, if they bring him in, it's still going to be a great wrestler in the company.
Absolutely. Samoans everywhere. He's 6'8", 280. He's a big boy.
Right.
But I think we got Matthew Childs, Eric Tate, Rick, how you doing? How you doing? We got our M. Bradley. Welcome back as always. More static and flashes. There you go. Everyone's favorite grump. Boston in the house.
Yeah, you should be happy. Your Celtics are up 2-0 here, my guy.
Yeah, what the fuck? Easy bake.
So I heard WWE does want Joe Hendry. Who wouldn't? Everybody right now wants Joe Hendry.
Go, Joe.
Kevin, what up? Hi, Boston. Well, here, I'll read out Christian's paragraph here. Before Raw begins, I want to point out something. I have a great personality. I'm a great story. I'm always wisecracking jokes. And in sports, I'm always supportive.
That you are. All the above. Sounds like you're
Thanks, guys.
Copy and paste that into your eHarmony profile. Perfect.
Christian, we love you. It's all jokes. But you do type a lot.
I ain't a player. I just type a lot. Interesting.
Right.
I guess we shall see how it plays out. That's very vague, sir. Yes, we are going to see how it plays out. We'll be here live for how it all plays out.
Absolutely, because often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. 100%, my guy.
But we see almost 70 people. Let's get that to triple digits tonight, folks. Let's get it up there. What else? I mean, the Joe Hendry thing. Hendry, I mean, people want to see Moose. Again, I think everything's been tempered. They're not going to just dump the wheelbarrow all in one swing. Jordan Grace did phenomenal last night. Even we're getting videos with I never thought in my life there's Jordan Grace, HBK, and Sexy Red in a video.
That's a fucking fever dream if I've ever seen one.
Like, how did we get here?
Right? Absolutely. And just with a stack of money and all this shit. Just Sean with his chef hat, Jordan Grace with her belt on backwards, all that. It's just, what the fuck? It's cool as shit, but it's like, what is pro wrestling in 2024? Which we can confirm, by the way, that it was her earring that was stuck into Roxanne's, knickers, stockings, whatever they're called there.
Yeah, that's again, you know what? The blood kind of added to the whole mystique of the event. So I know they didn't plan to lose her earring in some fishnets, but Roxanne caught her.
Should that have main evented the show? I feel it should have.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, for sure. I mean, going in, you're anticipating that Ethan Page and Trick are going to burn it, but they didn't. So, I think
Sorry, go ahead. No, I was going to say, out of those two, which is the bigger story of Roxanne versus Jordan Grace or Ethan Page versus Trick, respectfully?
I still think your world champion versus Ethan Page, who just came out of AEW, is the biggest story. Going in. Coming out, not so much.
Fair enough. I mean, valid either way.
I could see it going either way. I mean, the other match definitely, by all means, could have been. And like I said, retrospectively, probably should have been.
Yeah.
It's a better match.
Oh, 100%. Well, I think now, was that best match of the night or was it the ladder match?
No, they were the best match. I thought the ladder match was really good, but I mean, again, I thought a really, really strong match. My favorite wrestling match of the night was Jordan Grace and Roxanne. I think my MVP of the night though is Oba. Oba's
Oh yeah,
ridiculous. Holy shit.
man's offense is just I throw you.
Yeah, it's Oba Smash. Like that's what his new T-shirt should be. Oba Smash. Like he's coming in to fuck shit up.
The praise that man's got, it's like I feel like we need to both out be there and just be like, we've told you, we've seen this man every fucking week, every show. This man is a force of fucking nature.
Right? Oh, it's insane. And I mean, some of the replays and the highlights and the clips are going around of him just launching human beings, just like nothing.
Yeah, literally. I just tossed you now. And what do you think about the CM Punk, Roxanne post-show the digital exclusive interaction?
Literally just gonna ask you the exact same thing. So that's kind of funny, but interesting. I saw somebody comment on one of the videos that were circling the internet of someone tell CM Punk the learning tree gimmick's already taken. That got me. That was pretty well played. But yeah, I mean, very interesting. And again, give her a little pep talk and then calls him a hypocrite. Like I thought that was great. Like it only kind of plays into this vibe that everyone already kind of has. Like, oh, look at this hypocrite. Yeah, I thought it was interesting, cute.
Well, it works with her heel character and everything like that. And I liked how Drew used it of see, even the people who grew up idolizing him are sick of him.
Yeah, I'm starting a rumor. This is just setting up AJ Lee to step in and take on Roxy.
I kind of thought that. But I'm like, I thought it. I'm like NXT, but maybe when she gets to the main roster.
I think. But even because if she's on the way to the main roster, then fine. That works even better. But yeah, I mean, cuts a promo on CM Punk, tells him what a fucking hypocrite and asshole he is, and how dare you, and then wifey shows up to defend thy honor.
Right. Ken, watching you guys and the PWHL draft.
Really?
A friend is in it and crossing my fingers. Do you know what the PWHL draft is?
Yeah, it's the Professional Women's Hockey League. The first ever season just happened. This is they're going into the draft. Good luck to your friend Ken. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's the most highest watched event tonight, but they had a very successful first season, and I believe Minnesota won the first ever championship. Toronto even shit the bed in those playoffs.
I don't even know any of the teams. This is the first time hearing of it, but I mean, shit, it probably gets more numbers than the WNBA.
Maybe.
At least in Canada. But it's really interesting that, I kind of dig that they actually have like a women's hockey, like actual league now.
Just started. So, and WNBA is coming to Toronto.
Oh, shit.
We got awarded a franchise. So,
there you
go.
Drake's going to coach. He's going to be like the Marlies or some shit.
Right? All games at the OVO Center.
Is there actually a fucking OVO arena?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The OVO Center. Like he spent money, man. There's a reason he gets to sit on the floor at the Raptors games.
Right. Mike from NY, what up, my guy? Denisha, what up? Jason, people only watch the WNBA now to see Caitlin Clark get kicked out of her, or maybe that's just me. I think it's either tune in to watch her, you tune in to watch her get her ass beat.
Man, all I keep seeing is highlights of her just getting fucking thumped. Like this girl was so hyped. Are you sure you were supposed to be in the did you trick us into the draft? What happened?
Yeah, well, I mean, she's super talented, but no one it's kind of like the LeBron James, maybe even Austin Matthews-y type effect of like when you got brought in and you're supposed to be like the face of the league, you're kind of like Crosby dealt with it. You're instantly just catching shit for your whole first season or two.
Oh yeah. And but yeah, no, funny times. Florida Everglades won the ECHL championship, the Kelly Cup, for the third year in a row. Yeah, you know what? It's funny because on a little side tangent, the team that had a really good shot, and I think they won it last year or the year before, the Growlers, they folded mid-season. We were like, son of a bitch. So ECHL champs at Florida Everblades. I like their jerseys, so good.
Sounds like some XFL, UFL shit. If you have a team that holds mid-league or mid-season,
yeah, it definitely it's the fourth tier. So yeah, you're getting into those like Grapefruit League.
that Savannah Bananas type.
Savannah. No, but some really good hockey players. Actually, you're a fan of Letterkenny. The spin-off Shoresy has a guy on the show that actually got a one-day contract with the Growlers because they were so short players. They had to.
So, like I said, Savannah Bananas.
Yeah, get a guy on daughters. Yeah, shout out. Anyway, back to the wrestling, folks. We are about 3 minutes away from the show. Fun little sports tangent on the side here. We're at over 70 people. Be a friend, tell a friend. Drop this link. Let's see if we can get into triple digits tonight. Should be a very interesting show, especially if it will be Ricochet's last one. Plus, we got a whole bunch of other things going on with this show. We'll see how they build. That's the objective tonight. Get us excited for Scotland.
Well, and I think one match that we actually haven't talked about, and we can bring it up for the last couple minutes here, of Sami Zayn versus Otis tonight, because Chad Gable has, again, through the dirt sheets, officially re-signed with WWE, all of that, because, again, WWE doesn't actually do big announcements like that. But it makes sense with him challenging for the IC belt. But I'm excited for Sami versus Otis, and I really like heel Chad Gable. It's the best Gable.
It's been the best Gable, and they're setting it up perfectly, because not only does it, they set up that Gable really could beat Sami. Sami's a fan favorite. Chad cheating to win. Plus, I think at some point you've already set up his first opponent, his first rival in Otis. Eventually, Otis gets sick of him, and now the heel's got to defend that belt against babyface Otis. I think it works. They're planning ahead on this one.
Oh, the pop and the reaction for when we all thought that he was going to turn on Gable. They've gotten that kind of spark back a little bit, like when he was fooling around with Mandy Rose and everything, of super babyface Otis.
Yeah, no, it's worked so well. And again, I was almost a little surprised with how big the reaction was of just the threat of him. Gable's got a lot of heat right now, and I think there's still the rumor out there that they could make Alpha Academy bigger and add on some younger talent into that fold, and I think it works perfect. Bring in the Creeds, change up the dynamic, and help Gable hold on to that belt for a while. He's really him and Drew McIntyre have had a really good 2024.
Absolutely. I think once he wins the belt, because I'm gonna be honest, I think he beat Sami at Clash. That's when he takes the heel shit to another gimmick or to another level, and that's when you get the Creed brothers come in, and we got to really revamp. Like, he just tears into Maxine and Tozawa even worse than he already does.
Right. I agree. 3 minutes. Did someone say 3 minutes?
Manga.
Otis for the win, ready to rock. With my new contract, I see Gable winning at Clash. With the new contract, not RM's new contract. 100%. I'm kind of leaning that way too, because if he doesn't win it this time, then what? How can you really drag out the potential feud for another month? Or another few weeks? I don't know. But I'm getting this program is aggressive in nature.
Waiting to see if I get my buddy Richard Wolf. Nope. I missed Richard.
Then
I got
now.
Then
Wait.
Now.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick and I are synced up and ready to go. If you guys want to try and dial in with us, we are getting Forever on our screen right now. Raw's going live, the go-home show for Clash. We're going to see what they have in store for us. Get in that chat, hit the buttons, be a friend, tell a friend, and let's have a little bit of fun here tonight.
Right. I've got the WWE logo just faded out.
Yep.
Crowd shot. There we go.
They're having a time.
Oh, I like this, though. If we're going to go down, are we going to go down the whole way? Nope, we're just wide-ass crowd shot. Again, I think they're doing that of, hey, look at how many people are here.
Oh, here comes Tan Breaker.
Just shoving random people that aren't even in his way. You are walking here.
Good to hear, Kev. Happy. So I heard WWE does. We got that one.
Got Damage control, Sans Asuka, T's and P's for Asuka. I believe she had knee surgery or she's out with a knee issue.
Mm-hmm. The other three members of Damage Control on screen right now, pre-show.
Right. Ilya always looks like he's in a John fucking Wick movie.
Right. Lyra coming in. Everyone's wearing black today.
Well,
something happened?
I don't know. What the way some people have been talking about Ricochet online, they're acting like it's a goddamn funeral of this man just because he might be leaving the company.
Right. Here comes Drew McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen, kicking off Raw. Let's see what he has to say tonight. Pumped as he will head to Scotland after tonight. Must be happy to go home and do some have some wrestling.
Right. Holy Toledo. Derek, what up, saying happy Monday, everyone. Time for Raw. Absolutely. Kyle is loving these new camera angles as I've got Fast and Furious going around. But yeah, Kevin Dunn can just stay away.
No, they're killing it. The production on the show has been outstanding. The visuals have been great. They haven't been using like the big AR as much as they used to. And then the in action, you feel like you're right there ringside with the way they're shooting a lot of this. It's been outstanding.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Gonna be some blue in the graphics this weekend.
There we go. Well, I mean, Scottish flag.
Yes. I'm also wearing all black today. I'm black. Double whammy. There you go. Doubled up.
All black everything.
Right. I got Drew right now. We all got Drew right now.
And I'm going to have Drew on Saturday, pinning and winning against Damian Priest.
Here's an interesting question before Drew starts talking and such, Nick. Mm-hmm. So everyone's saying Ricochet Ospreay. So does that mean Ospreay beats Swerve at Forbidden Door, and then we just forget about Swerve?
I hate to say that, but it seems like they could do that. I mean, it's not outside of their realm of doing shit like that. Like, let's be honest, they haven't been great with Swerve's title reign as is. So why do we think that they're going to magically just focus on it now?
If Tony Khan had walked up to me and I was Swerve Strickland and explained that to me, I'd say, no problem, I'll do the job. Can I have my walking papers the day after I'm done doing that job? Thank you.
Yep.
Later.
Oh, trade. Would you trade Swerve for Ricochet?
I think so. I think Ricochet's the bigger, I guess, kind of name at this point. But as far as overall personality, Swerve's a bigger guy. Swerve brings more to the table as far as intangibles go.
Fair enough. I'd take Swerve on every level on that. But
fair enough.
As we got big CM Punk chance, and now Drew's talking.
Is he chirping Punk? Is he antagonizing CM Punk? Dun dun dun.
Hey, he's busy. CM Punk's busy dealing with Roxanne Perez's attitude and everything. Right. He doesn't want to shit. He doesn't want to shit. He doesn't want to sit or shit. He doesn't want to show up.
Here comes Damien.
CM Punk shows up in Scotland and tries to go after Drew. He ain't making it out alive. As shout out Pat with the say his name and he appears line.
Right. That was actually funny. Dun, dun. Sounds like you need a bit of contrast there. Oh, there we go. Drew McIntyre 5 days from now. Clash at the Castle, Scotland. What? That's an incomplete sentence. He will be there in 5 days.
And he will win.
He might win.
I believe that we will win. We will win.
Do I pull like the you're gonna lose?
Just do the Rock. You are.
Drew looks like a crazy guy in a street corner screaming lizard people.
Maybe. Not sure how you got there, Jamie.
I have a White Sox hat. There you go. What are you doing with my socks? Think about it. I'm drinking black. Oh. Will Drew get as much love in Scotland Saturday as Rhea got in Australia? Yep.
Oh, yeah. That and probably more.
You interested in the rematch between OC and Zack Sabre Jr. at Forbidden Door? No. No. I didn't even know they announced this motherfucker.
Yes, they
And
did.
Moxley Naito doesn't tickle the fancy a whole lot either.
They're going to be good matches to watch, but that's the only problem at times with a crossover event like that is they're good matches, but there's no fucking story to anything. I'm not saying that. Yeah. There's no connective tissue on anything.
We said this before. That's the risk with Forbidden Door. In the last 2 years, it really takes away from your weekly programming. Not that the weekly programming is that consistent, but
it's really just fair play with the rest of the weekly programming at that point and anything.
Marvin saying it's too bad Nikki Cross does not have a match for this coming pay-per-view, given how many home Scottish and Irish wrestler are having a match at the castle. Maybe she shows up with Howdy at Clash.
I was going to say, don't worry. We got something bigger for you. We got something bigger.
Maybe she's there. Don't rule it out.
All right.
What's good, TJ Hook? How you doing? How you doing? And how you doing? Who thinks that the crowd in Scotland is going to riot at Clash if CM Punk call? Oh, I can't wait. I cannot fucking wait. They know you be a babyface when he comes back to the States. They don't give a shit.
If he can make it back to the States, though, that's going to be the question. Can you make it from the ring to the exit of the arena?
Run.
Bro, he's getting damn near 50. He ain't fucking running that fast.
Run through the front door of a pub and then out the back door. At least half the people chasing you will get stuck in the pub.
Jesus Christ.
I can say that.
There you go. Right.
Tony Khan. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So if Drew beats Finn, the Judgment Day is banned from ringside, guys. There you go.
Oh. Now I'm wondering if that really makes me so think with the main event, because you have them there, they cost Damian, that's what starts to cause the fracture, the split and everything, or they're not supposed to be there. And they still pop up and show up and fuck up. I know you're going to sit there and still go on about CM Punk. I'm letting you have that here. Just let me get my Judgment Day theories out first.
I just, the gears are going. The gerbil is running on my guy. But I believe that Drew's going to beat Finn tonight, which would mean the Judgment Day are banned from ringside, so nobody can help Damian win. If only there was somebody that wasn't in the Judgment Day that could or had an issue with Drew.
Who just so happened to be on a flight from Chicago to Scotland.
I'm just saying it's possible. Maybe Drew does lose tonight. The Judgment Day get to be at ringside, but they end up fucking Drew.
But here's the best thing. Pause. Here's the best thing, though, is that every option we've mentioned is possible and plausible.
Fact. But
that's the thing. There's nothing that seems super predictive, this is clearly the way that they're going here.
No Dom. That's a good point. Very true.
Liv's got him tied up somewhere.
Wow. What's up, AJ? How you doing? How you doing?
What up? What up? KJ onto something here with his hamsters.
Easy. It's not a gerbil, my friend.
Whoa. Small Mark, what up? Ethan, what up? As we're getting
the replay.
Can I just say this? It's something that's very fucking telling about wrestling fans that they sat there and were like, can you believe she did that? Like, if this was reversed, how they wouldn't be okay. My guy, it's not fucking kayfabe. It's a goddamn storyline. Like, I get suspension of disbelief, but fuck me.
In 2024, it doesn't matter what genre, what form of anything it is. There's always somebody has to shit on everything. It just comes by the nature of the beast.
Someone has to be offended.
Yeah, I heard someone else like, "Oh, this is typical."
Hey. As so lives in the clubhouse, the Judgment Day clubhouse. As again, we've got the Finn Balor lunchbox.
This Dom attires. Yeehaw.
I mean, Man skinned a fucking cow for this shit. What card is she trying to give him? Of the fucking room key? Is it a room key?
Oh, she wants to call him daddy. You don't need a mommy. You need someone to call you daddy.
Fuck.
And loads were spilled across America tonight.
What?
He just dropped the fucking thing, the card. Like, I can't have this. She's making sense and she's hot. I don't know what to do.
I saw someone that was like, it's official now. Dom is the world's strongest man for resisting Liv Morgan.
Yeah. I saw another one of it was same idea though, where he was just like, nobody does kayfabe better than Dom Mysterio. Hold on that shit.
Man, Liv's the fucking gimmick for real. As we're getting EO coming out right now, so we're about to get Lyra versus EO.
Kick it off.
Right, so let us know, folks, who you taking right now. We got 99 people. I got 99 problems, and we just need one.
Yeah, we got two. We got two.
Hey, there we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to our first commercial break. Up next, we're getting Io Sky taking on Lyra Valkyria. Get in the chat. Let us know who's winning, as they're giving us a little recap of, well, I'm getting a commercial for SmackDown, and AJ and Cody.
Right. And I believe it was Curtis who gave us an over-under on 12 commercial breaks tonight. So, folks, let us know. Taking the over, the under, you taking a push?
I'm going to go. I think the push is going to win this one. I'll go over. We might get 13.
I'll take the push. That's a pretty high, but like pretty more average, like where they're at number normally.
Right. Can anyone name the last heel versus heel title match that drew heel versus heel is so tough to sell? Yeah, that's a good point.
That's what people had the issue with before, when we had a week or two ago, when we had the promo between Gunther, Drew, and Damian.
Everybody was
like, everybody's in the ring right now is technically a heel.
I think they're banking on the fact, and this one is not a tough heel to heel, because we're going to Scotland and Drew's going to get, he's going to get the international treatment.
Yeah, it's literally like when RVD faced John Cena at One Night Stand. It was babyface versus babyface, but John Cena instantly is the heel in that venue.
Yep. So, yeah, I think you're right, Marvin. I just think they're banking on the hometown crowd pulling weight.
Priest wearing the black and white Jordan 14s. There you go.
Right. Drew definitely beating Finn. Roman next month. Roman soon. I think we're saving Roman for SummerSlam. So they're dragging their ass on this one.
Well, man's managed to have a whole babyface turn and not be on TV. That's some goat shit.
Right. Yeah. It's
really, man's your top babyface right now, at least for the SmackDown brand, or I would dare say in the company, but I will at least say for the SmackDown brand, next to Cody, and hasn't been on TV at all.
He's the company's biggest needle mover, with maybe one or two exceptions. Like, he's in, again, I don't think anybody has meant anything. And how quick. You think all the people that were fickle and, oh, we're so sick of this man being champion. Now, every building they go to, not just one, a couple in a row now, we are getting, we want Roman chants. Like, again, you left, now we miss you. Get back here. It's so funny, the tug and pull between the fan base.
If and when Roman hangs it up and everything, does he go down as one of the goats?
Yeah, you'd have to, just for what he accomplished. And again, the thing that hinders Roman is, again, like most things in 2024 and the previous few years, is I don't think we appreciate what we have right in front of us too much. Too many people are criticizing everything. We criticize, and again, I mean, it's not like we don't ever have negative things to say, but I mean, it's not his fault. He carried the company at one of its worst times, but he did. And what was bigger than the bloodline in wrestling over the last 3 years? Nothing.
Man carried the company for 4 years at least, just with coming back, turning heel, everything, and carried it through, like you said, one of its darkest times. No fans, no attendance, pandemic, lockdown, everything like that, and still became one of the biggest needle movers in the industry, let alone in the company.
Right. 100%. We can't take away what he accomplished.
That's I think, though, why it works so much and so well with Roman, because like you said, Granny, won't appreciate it till it's gone and everything. But all of his shit's legit. You know, greatness on another level.
Yep.
Man's kind of actually backed that up.
And you know what? I watched a couple of his matches, like a couple of his previous matches, and I think at times people don't give him enough credit. His matches, you know, were a lot better than people give them credit for at times. And again, he might not be your work rate guy, you know, doing moonsaults, but he jump over the top ropes if he needed to. And again, I think people fixate on the fact that he had heel finishes, but I mean, his matches didn't suck.
Right, as we're getting
Puerto Rican Day.
National Puerto Rican Day in NYC, and I like this. If you're highlighting Zelina, you're highlighting Damien, and especially when you've done a show, you've done a PLE in Puerto Rico, it makes sense to fucking hype up that connection.
What would you do if WWE had heel Randy Orton versus heel Roman Reigns? Well, I think they'd keep. I don't think they would line that up unless you know. Are we going to Roman's hometown? Like I don't know.
Well, the only way, it depends on how you got there, because you could turn either one babyface. I think the easiest one that you could turn babyface would be Orton, because it'd be one last rodeo type shit. You could do it that way.
Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio have matching masks, and they're talking to Braun Strowman, who's gigantic already, without those two men talking to him.
Because we've got a 6-man tag match between them and JD, Carlito, and Dom.
Yes.
Or is it Dom or is it Escobar? I think it's Escobar.
Okay. As here comes Bird Lady. She's got a good entrance.
It's super like operatic and everything. Like, just holy shit. It gives me like Wicked Witch of the West just showed up vibes though.
Right?
Like, she looks like she's Elsa's villain in the fucking Frozen movies and everything.
Yeah, 100%. So Punk is definitely screwing Drew out of the title of the pay-per-view. Depends who you ask.
No. I'll do the whole Tracy Morgan. No. Hell no.
Sorry, we're getting last Monday. How we got here.
Capone taking Lyra for the win. What up, my guy? We're getting a replay of Io attacking Lyra here. But folks, let us know who you're taking in again. And we'll remind everybody we do have the super chats, the super stickers, the memberships as well. If you want to make sure you get your comment read, as we've got about 100 people with us. We're one away. Be rocking triple digits all night here. But we've got the super chats, the super stickers if you want to help support the channel, or just make sure you get your comment read, all that.
Let's go. Hit that button. Hotel card, yes, 100% hotel card. She's seducing him.
We are on our way as Lyra's just taking it to Io. Yeah, it's very much, now we're going to have a camera crew in Liv's hotel room and everything. We're going to go full like attitude era shit.
Yeah. Didn't they do that with Rusev too?
And they've done that one a bunch of times. Especially Rusev.
Venus, yeah, there's a few. Hey, congratulations, champ. Big shout out to Dale. OG Dale getting the W.
I like how it's not even just Dale or his last name. It's just OG Dale.
OG Dale. That's all we need to know.
OG, triple OG.
Io for the win. If I was Dominic Mysterio, I would have got for Liv. Gone for Liv, maybe. There's history between Liv and Finn on screen. Dun, dun, dun.
Over the top podcast shout out saying they did it for Jimmy Uso and Mandy also. Jamie brings up my favorite one of Malenko and Lita, just because you had redneck country ass North Carolina Hardy Boy Champagne Dean and just smash him over the head.
I completely forgot about that one.
Yeah, you remember when Dean Malenko was like fucking James Bond?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Io flipping through. Okay.
It's crazy though that these are all
going for the pendulum.
It's crazy though that this is a match we just saw or in the tournament for Queen and King of the Ring. And here getting it again. Like we were getting it building up to a pay-per-view, and now it's still what? That's provocative as fuck. I got big EO energy here, just swinging that thing.
Right. Giving the other ladies in Damage Control the how do you do?
Is that like the ladies suck it taunt there?
Kind of. Yeah, right? Ding dong, the witch is dead.
She fucked that up.
Oh, that didn't.
Yeah, she fucked that up. Lyra instantly went from big swing energy to fuck that up.
Big moonsault from EO.
Oh, she has, like, I know Tiffany calls hers the prettiest moonsault ever. EO is just picture perfect. How, like, literally the fucking blueprint of how you do it.
Smooth as butter.
Right? You say that as I got a fucking popcorn ad.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in break number 2, 3. I feel like
two.
That was 2 fast commercials.
Yeah, well, had a commercial leading into the match, and we've had like what 5 minutes of the match at most, and back into a commercial.
Booker T and Goldust. Swanging that thing, MDB, throwing it out there. What's your opinion on this whole Wyatt 6 situation? Do you think they are dragging it, and who do you think will join?
Oh, I didn't know if you were going to follow that up because you're the resident Wyatt expert, but I don't think that they're dragging it at this point. I think we've all kind of, we've wanted it, and again, you're always bringing it up of, well, they never said they were going to do it. We all just assumed that they were going to do it then. But as far as the members and everything, I think we all but know most of them of where it's going to be. Dexter Loomis, Nikki Cross, Eric Rowan, Bo Dallas, obviously. Christ, who am I already forgetting?
Dexter.
I said Redbeard.
That.
Yep.
Nikki, Alexa.
I still wonder with Alexa. I'm still skeptical on that one.
I think she's more likely than Nikki.
I think Nikki's way more likely. What the fuck else are you going to do with Nikki? Respectfully.
Yeah, but Alexa's so dialed, like so part of the story. I just assume
fair. That's
my guess. I have no idea though.
Well, and wasn't it Braun was the other one that was kind of, it was Braun that was teased about and everything initially with it, but he seems to be very much on his own track. So again, that's why I wonder with Alexa, do they just have them go on their own track and maybe they get pulled in, or do we start off as a Wyatt 4 and add 2 more?
We could. I mean, again, I don't think so. I think whoever's going to be. Oh, and Gacy was the other one we didn't mention.
Oh shit.
Again, I mean, I think it all depends, man. I'm so torn. I don't think it's dragging. I've enjoyed it. I know wrestling fans are impatient as fuck. But don't worry, we will get fed. We'll see what we get tonight, and we'll see where it goes. But we're in the final days of it. Again, it does have an expiry date. I'm still enjoying the clues, the riddles, and I think a large bulk of the community is enjoying it. I'm excited. I want to see what happens. I really, really, really hoping that they've got this dialed in and it delivers. Again, Triple H hasn't done too much spooky, so we'll see how this all plays out.
If 6/17/24 comes and goes, and no howdy, no nothing, maybe just another QR code. Do we start to? Is that now? It's sell by date, it's best by date a little bit, because I know we've talked about King and Queen of the Ring and Saudi and Backlash and everything, but this has been the one that's seemed the most dialed in of this is when they're kind of alluding to the date, this date a lot. So
we are back from commercial. Yeah. Because they've hinted at the date so much, it would be if they don't have us, like if they don't either give us it or give us all but parts of it, I think they're running a risk, because they've led a lot of people to believe that. And what they've done so far is if they make the fan base believe something, they show up. Like when we were like, there's no way they're going to be on Twitch, they took over Twitch. There's no way they're going to be on WhatsApp, they took over WhatsApp. So because they've hinted this so much, that will really start to bother some people.
Right.
Even to me.
Even to you? Even to you?
To me.
What's the matter with you? As Lyra with a 2 count here.
Right. Joe Gacy as well. Absolutely. I like the QR codes. Fair enough. No QR code yet. No.
No, sir. No, sir.
I think Charlotte Flair has the best moonsault. She got a good one. Beautiful.
Yeah, she's got a good one for sure. To be honest, I think that if Uncle Howdy does return, it would definitely be a great way to remember Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was worried. We've been over this so many times, but I was worried initially about it being just too much of a nostalgia. It's a greatest hits band. It's a cover band type shit. Mm-hmm. And now that I see that they're really not going that way, they're just putting their own flavor, their own twist on it. I'm fully behind it.
Yeah, I mean, again, and a viable or valid concern is EO missing the moonsault, landing on her feet though,
and just rolls right through.
No way! Oh, coming at her.
What? Whoa!
She got the one leg. She only got the one leg.
Yeah, that's a. How you doing, Penn?
Things like this take time. Everything takes time. Storylines take time. Like, even with the Otis thing, like people are like, "Oh, Otis should have turned." It's like, let it boil, let it cook.
But that's a lost art and a lost thing in pro wrestling, I feel, to an extent, and especially amongst its fan base, of understanding that stories don't run in a night. They don't start, begin, and end in a week. They take months, weeks, all of that to fucking develop.
Fuck, Nick, we had to put up with fucking people showing up at like the WrestleMania being like, I'm gonna fight you next WrestleMania. We're like, a year build and you're not even gonna be in the company? Like,
right?
You're gonna be tweeting this shit? Like, okay. A lot of the storylines, a lot of the angles and the issues of the rivalries took forever. And I think, Anthony, the microwave society, give it to us now. You see it play out.
Dakota saving EO off of the small package driver there.
Drop kick on Damage Control. She about to eat an L.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reasons to temper expectations on.
She went to the wrong turnbuckle. She went to the wrong turnbuckle initially. She went over to the far left one and then realized, oh shit, I got to go over to this one.
Yeah,
where EO hit her.
There was a couple clunky spots, but
all right. Oh, that's the thing is, I know
rookie.
Well, and I know that they're really behind her, and especially because of what she can do out on the ring. But I feel like you don't have a Lyra match that doesn't have one or two very obvious fuck ups. Knees up on the moonsault.
Yeah, you might. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny that, but fair enough. Tornado DDT? No way.
I'm telling you, they could set her up to be the #1 contender for Liv.
She likes her hair pulled.
Whoa!
And we got the win.
As EO picks up the 1, 2, 3 with the roll through and can reach around.
That is a damn shame, says Michael Cole. My only problem with Ricochet rumor is that is Dave that's reporting it. Now, was it Dave or
Mike Johnson was the initial one that reported it. Okay. Dave initially actually reported against it and then had to since backtrack.
Damage Control getting on Bird Lady.
If I'm following my dirt sheets correctly, I know this is kind of like days of our fucking lives out here, but yeah.
Right. Kyrie with the cheeky little I'm on my one knee throwing kicks. Oh, EO's not done. Bird Lady needs friends. Kaka, what are we gonna do?
Spooky witches. Or they're on Raw or they're SmackDown? No, they're Raw.
SmackDown, but we got company. EDM girls. All right.
Oh, there's your friends. Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. So we've got the NXT connection.
Right. Cheeks Incorporated in the house.
Pluck you.
Good match. Interesting post-match, but hey, I'll take it.
Setting up a 6 women's match, probably fucking pre-show Scotland. You got an hour pre-show. You're probably going to throw something on there. We're only at 5 matches for Clash.
That's true.
Oh, that's an ominous shot of you focus on Dom contemplating with himself with Rhea just literally looking over his shoulder.
Right over the shoulder. Like, again, the details. Dom's like, what do I do? All these women.
They have a scale of I'm a deadbeat dad. Yeah, he's got the fucking John C. Reilly's character from the other guys. That's Dominic Mysterio. Or from Step Brothers. That's what it is.
Look what she did. Look, even the boys are like, oh, you're fucked.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Oh, brother. You're fucked if you do, and you're fucked if you don't.
Hey, at least they cut it all on camera, so you can just show back the footage of, see, I wasn't doing nothing.
That's it, right? Like, as we go to commercial break number 3, let's go. Ben Benjamin. Hey, KJ and Nick, you hear that Shane Haste about to be a free agent for Japan? Do you see him return back with Bronson Reed, TM61? Interesting.
Yeah, TM16, TMDK now in New Japan, Shane Thorne, Shane Haste in New Japan. It's interesting. I don't know. I'm really surprised if he was to come, like, he'd go back to NXT, I think, for me a little bit.
Yeah. But I also feel like he's come a long way since he's been released. Like, he's done a lot with New Japan, and he's done pretty well.
Yeah. I'm more wondering, like, TNA, AEW, like, I just don't know where he slots in outside of being like a tag team partner with Bronson Reed. And that's not a full knock on him because I think the guy is talented. It's a lot of fucking deep waters out there in WWE.
Right. Yeah. I mean, again, he would probably be an NXT pick. But he'll play out his options, see what's best for him. From what I've gathered, he's enjoying himself. So we'll see. Not everybody that just, contracts expire and re-sign all the time. Everyone.
Well, I like that we're getting this like summer of free agency in pro wrestling right now. We're getting we're getting an off season in the way of not wrestling stops, but an off season almost of like a lot of contracts are coming up, a lot of discussion about free agents and a lot of who could go where.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. 1/6 of the way through without the show without a QR code. How do we endure this non-QR code related rubbish? Right? Making people wait for it. Be hilarious. We don't even get one. Everyone's like, what? Does it mean it's
we were supposed to get one.
1-0, 1-0, 0-1. Partners have been announced. Warner Brothers, Capcom, Square Enix. All right. Thank you, Byron.
Well, thank you for video game update.
EO with Bud.
That's how we watch her. We were watching EO with a Bud.
Sounds like a good date. Happy to see EO win that one 100%. I was a little nervous there for a second that Lyra was going to pull it off. And I was like, you can't have 3 heels here and have Lyra get this win. And
she's super bird.
Caca.
She's super pigeon. Of course you can. She's fucking won everything else. Every time I've picked against Lyra, she's fucking won.
Right. I hope Ricochet goes to New Japan. Well, keep in mind, like the benefit of signing with Tony Khan and AEW is it opens up the door to go wherever the fuck you want, whenever you want, and we be doing all the shows
until those doors start to close. I feel though.
We'll see.
Maybe he signs with CMLL and goes Prince Puma again.
Ooh. Brockheimer might have the rights to it.
Well, I was going to say, there was somebody in the chat, I think, earlier that's like, well, Ricochet might be leaving, but Prince Puma's just signed with WWE.
Dakota for the win. I don't even know how we got there.
She wasn't in the match.
There you go. Go time EO wins. EO's had a good run and career in WWE, my guy.
Yeah, former champion recently.
I know my buddy Steve thinks that every match is like the end of people's careers and nobody can ever lose, but a good win for EO and Damage Control. And we'll see what they set up as far as, again, they got to build a tag team division. They got to build up some intrigue in the mid card. We'll see.
Right, as we had the women's tag team champions there, Bianca and Jade, walking backstage.
AJ, this made me laugh. Liv has pot in her hotel room. I just went for some weed, babe.
Right, she didn't know how to roll, so I taught her how to roll, so she'd leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, hilarious. Better late than never. Welcome, Scott. Good to see you. Carlito would have folded like a house of cards. What do you mean? Carlito's trying to steal the card.
Well, like Dom stole his mustache.
Ah, facts. Liv calling Dom daddy is crazy. You can already hear it now, right? Like, I can't believe they're depicting a woman like this. Oh my god.
This is spoken like someone who's never been called daddy before.
Yeah, right. Right.
Just saying.
Come here, baby girl. We'll fix all the problems.
Anyways, before we get in more trouble.
Right. But we got Sammy talking to the Miz.
I still hate those fucking championships, by the way. Those fucking Ferrero Rocher tag team titles.
The Ferreros.
That's what they are. They're the Ferreros. It's not the Awesome Truth anymore. It's the Ferreros.
Oh, Sammy bumping it. What are the odds?
Just so happened to be.
I mean, all you guys have to do is watch the replay and realize that Sammy didn't mean it.
I like this. Lyra can't keep getting lucky. She ain't that Irish.
She fucking Irish as shit, apparently. She getting all the W's up until tonight.
I feel like Sheamus is the most Irish looking person on WWE.
Yeah, a bag of milk with orange hair. Yeah, we got it.
Beaker, just bulked up Beaker.
Bulked up Beaker.
R-Truth is playing hide and seek. Yeah, we haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. You know, Dom's going to go to that hotel room and then we're going to get the sex tape leak. That's going to be the next thing.
Bro, what
online, Liv leaks the sex tape.
Bro.
Oh,
Otis is there.
I'll see you in the ring tonight.
Oh.
You know what?
What?
Otis and Jensen need to get together and come up with and just have one haircut for both of them.
Bro, they could just reuse the biscuits and baby. It's the Kentucky waterfalls out here. Man, is right. If Chris Farley was born in Kentucky.
Right. I'm starting to miss seeing Ivar on Raw. Sad to hear that he's been advised not to wrestle again due to a spinal injury. I did not believe that was the case.
I had not heard.
I know he's injured, but I did not know it was career ending at this point. I believe that was overhyped and conflated by dirt sheets.
If it is, I don't want to be the wrong and everything with that, but I haven't heard anything that says that. But I like that Otis is still like conflicted about all of this whole promo now of he's talking to Sammy of it's still, I'm supposed to do this, but I don't want to. He's like the conflicted monster here of like, I should smash you, but I love you.
They look like brothers. Looks like older brother chastising his little chubby brother. We're getting Otis chance.
There's just something that's fucking lovable about the guy.
We're back to JD. Like, I'm a
it's the Monday Night Raw storyline.
That's hilarious.
The Bloodline is the SmackDown storyline. The Judgment Day is the Monday Night Raw storyline.
And they're doing a good job making them important, highlighting them. Damien's like, what's this shit I'm hearing?
Right. Well, yeah, he's the fucking big brother in this whole situation.
He's been right here and nobody's touched him. Yo, the card's gone.
The card's gone. Oh.
Carlito, that dirty bastard.
I go to the rooms of people who want to be cool.
I spit in the face that women have who got. I didn't even get it out.
That's fine. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Careful. He's a spitter. Hey, QR code and static.
You are, QR code. It was like you are impatient or something like that.
You are impatient. See, facts. Even Howdy knows people are impatient.
Well, yeah, we got an angry lecture from fucking Howdy through, markers and sheets of paper.
Mm-hmm. Why don't they just make Ray and Dragon Lee just be a tag team for a while?
The Lucha Bros,
the Lucha Bros, the Little Bros.
Yeah, just come out with. We'll just go back to Lucha,
Right.
Lucha. As we just use Ray's theme now. That's Ray's theme is the LWO theme.
Yes. Who's got the card, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, I know the QR code's a mystery, but there's a bigger mystery at play right now. Liv's hotel room card is gone missing.
Howdy's got it.
Howdy took it.
Right. But we're getting Braun Strowman versus Dragon Lee and Ronald Mysterious versus, again, I fucking missed it. It's Carlito, JD, and I believe it's Escobar. I could be wrong.
Escobar?
I can't remember the fucking graphic. That's why I was going on the last person.
Who's teaming up, guys? I just kept thinking, imagine we go to like Liv's hotel room. The lights go out in the hotel room and there's just like a creepy head behind her. Or Liv, or Alexa.
Did you think I was saying Escobar has the fucking card?
No, I thought you said Carlito had the card.
I was talking about the tag match, the 6-person tag match that we have coming up. I wasn't talking about the fucking card. That's why I'm like, when you're like Escobar, I'm like, wait, hold on.
I like Escobar. What the fuck?
No, I'm talking about the fucking tag match we're getting after commercial break number 4 right now.
I'm focused on this card right now, Mike.
You're waiting. You're like, maybe if I tap my pockets, it might show up.
Yeah, it is like
patting himself down.
Dreams do come true, guys.
If you believe in yourself, you can achieve.
I got a tattoo on his face, and it says "Bet on yourself."
You get the MDM tattoo. It's just a card.
Yeah,
bet on yourself.
It says "Live forever."
Oh Jesus! But anyways, Bed Wars Player 2.0.
Yeah, could be.
Mention a QR code. If any fact checkers or if anybody needs to take a pause for the cause and everything and snoop this out or anything,
feel free. During a Mysterio match. Let's be real.
There we go.
I'll go check out the QR code, folks. Get in that chat. We're at 96. I love it. Let's keep it going. We're having fun. I'm gonna find out some Howdy stuff,
or find a QR or a fucking hotel room key. QR code says 623. TJ, I'm taking your word for it right now because I haven't looked. But if anyone else can confirm or deny that, because that's what I worry about is that if we're starting to reach the tipping point, I feel, of if this goes too far or too long after we've set up everything of, I won't even say we had some letdowns or anything like that with Saudi, with Backlash, but everything's been really pointing to this 6/17, the Raw after Clash. So if we start going past that and then keep going past that a little bit more and everything, then it's really going to start getting wishy-washy. You're dragging your feet a little too much, I feel. You found the key. Who had it? Well, Paul, calm down. Just keep it in your pants, pal. Exordium is magnesium. Thank you, Sheldon, for the fucking physics or chemistry fucking test there. I don't even know. Boston saying, I bet I can predict the QR code. Flashing lights, we will save you. Weird pictures, your soul is mine to save. Picture of creepy girl, flashes, we're here flashing, end. Honestly, I feel like if you spit that into an AI generator, you probably get the Howdy code. And it has a countdown. Fair enough. Oh, it's not 6:23. It's 6 days and 23 hours. So, okay. So we've got right about now. So I guess we're literally calling our shot here at this point of it's a countdown. So he was half right. He gets half credit because he said it was a countdown. You just had it as a date instead of a countdown here. But so first hour of Monday Night Raw in a week's time is when that countdown will go off here. And I'm sure we're going to have somebody that's going to just stream that countdown clock fucking nonstop here. But 100%. So it seems, again, very much like we are setting up 100% for 6/17, next week's Monday Night Raw. Make sure you are here, as I see 90 some odd people still kicking it with us as we're replaying Battleground right now. But make sure you're here, because the countdown will come to a conclusion. And do we get a howdy? And what do we get? What version? Who's involved? Is it just howdy? What presentation do we get? All of that. All the answers will be revealed, and more questions will be asked as we're replaying Battleground right now. And what did you guys think if you watched NXT Battleground right now? What did you think of the show? Did it, reach the expectations you kind of had for it, or was it? I've seen some people that thought it was a little bit of a letdown. I think that at times it goes into the standard you set on it a bit, but there was some stuff like the Trick Ethan match I thought could have been better. I was hoping for a bigger moment or a bigger change or something outside of a new champion with the inaugural ladder match, but it wasn't bad at all. It was a fantastic show, and it's really interesting to see something, again, much like Jordan Grace, Shawn Michaels, and Sexy Red all in the kitchen together in wrestling in 2023. NXT, TNA, and UFC is not something I would have had on my bingo card for pro wrestling of all those companies working together. Battleground was lit. The fact that you both said the same sentence that fast back to back, I don't know if you're the same person now. You're making me wonder. Because I'm getting a Ludwig promo. My favorite part of NXT Battleground was sex, where I literally blushed. I'm sure you did, Christian. And I'm sure there's a lot of other Christians out there in a different sense that were more upset about it than they needed to be. I will say that. As well, they just had the eliminated over Sheamus after he got done. Was it the match with Kaiser or the match with Gunther here? But they had literally the damn wasted from GTA over him. Conan O'Brien is WWE. The rise of Kaiser. I love it. He's super talented, A, in ring, and B, especially on the microphone. And now that he's actually going to get a little bit more solo time, I dig it. Kaiser O'Brien. Me and Damien must be physically connected. Psychically, there we go. And Christ almighty, it took me a minute here. As I might need that t-shirt. As Braun Strowman has one big SOB merch. So now we're using Pat McAfee's sayings on commentary as merch out here. But yeah, I kind of dig that shirt, which is one big SOB, because that's what that man is. New journal entry. Well, that's another thing too. I know that there's been people that have been keeping track of the website from a QR code or two ago, to where it was like somebody's personal blog and everything. Qualifying match starts next week from 12 The Bank. Damien, you got me confused. What qualifying matches for what? Sexy Red is wretched. I cannot confirm nor deny that, but I might agree with it. But yeah, so we're getting Dragon Lee, Ronald Mysterious, and Braun Strowman. As now I've got JD McFunko Pop coming out right now. I'm 6'5", 270. I definitely need that shirt. Well, speaking of shirts, if I can find the thing here quick enough, as I've got JD coming out here, 100%. The link is in the description of the videos, folks, and it's in the description of the channel. You should go ahead and get yourself some Wrestling for Life merch right there. Absolutely. You can get MDB's favorite saying there, Wrestling for Life Network, over everybody. You can even get your shirt right there of when Monday Night Raw goes to Netflix. Now we're watching Monday Night Raw right now here. You can get your Wrestling and Chill shirt, all of that. So 100%. Make sure you get your finest threads in pro wrestling right now with the Wrestling for Life Network merch store. There we go. So it is all just Judgment Day. I was wrong with saying that Escobar might be in this match here, but it is. I didn't think Dom was officially cleared here because he's still got the little kind of pad on his elbow here and everything, but we're getting Dom, Carlito, and JD taking on these three men right now. So let me know who you're taking, folks. I think it's got to be Team Babyface here. I think Judgment Day B team is very much going to get set up here to just show that they're kind of a little incompetent, and that's what's going to end up leading to them fucking it up and helping or costing Damian the title, and then he turns babyface while they just stay, heel B team. They can't keep squashing JD. I'm sick of this shit. I mean, it's hard with a head that big here, but I mean, how do they really go over Braun Strowman here unless they all really can team up on him? We get, maybe Damian Priest gets involved, anything like that. It's still funny to me of like Braun Strowman right now looks like he could just literally beat all three men in the ring that he's going against here just by himself, and that the fucking Lucha Twins out here. I'm getting thrown off by how they have such matching gear between Dragon Lee and Ray here. Speaking of matchings,
should we have matching gear?
I think we half the time do. It's just hat, beard, and gray or dark t-shirt.
There you go.
See, your pause so long that even the match hadn't even kicked off yet.
Right. The quickie.
Right.
Yeah, so this match is going on. I mean, as far as this match goes, I wonder if there's some type of distraction, like maybe like Liv on the screen, like trying to, come on, Dom, are you coming? I'm waiting. I don't know. But I think, I mean, I don't see how JD wins this, especially with Braun Strowman involved.
The man won the tag belts against every other person in the tag division with a child as his partner.
Yeah, and you know what? That's what lackeys in a heel faction do. They lose. They don't win very often.
It's Judgment Day B team. That's what it is. It's Judgment Day B team.
It's the lower guys.
It's very much the second to third line of the Judgment Day out here.
Dom looks like Bondage Cowboy.
He looks like he would hang out with Matthew McConaughey's character from fucking
Dallas Buyers.
Yeah.
Judgment Day music is banger. It's good. Dom getting razzed. Getting that heat going.
Do you have an update or anything beyond just that it was a countdown?
So with the QR code, your patience will be rewarded was the first message during the static. So again, acknowledging of like, you've waited, but we've been busy. So that's cool. It's a countdown clock. The countdown expires shortly after the start of Raw on Monday, the 17th.
So within probably the first hour, we should expect something because that'll be when the countdown clock ends there.
Yeah, I think it's like 9:18, 9:15 in that ballpark. 6 days and 23 hours and whatever minutes. So yeah, within the first hour of Raw. Now there still was a clue previously that hinted at June 15th. So I would expect something, whether it's another QR code or something at Clash, but the countdown clock, kind of like Y2J back in the day, will expire. So it'll be very interesting who's in the ring when that clock counts down.
Oh yeah, well that could be just literally, absolutely, yeah. That'll be when they probably all just show up and just tear the fucking gaff apart.
That's kind of my hope, right? I really want it to be a massacre as we go to another commercial break.
And speaking of commercial breaks, I think I'm going to go find one myself here.
There we go. Checking on the latest, folks. Nick's taking a pause for the cause. We are rolling through Monday Night Raw. The first hour almost in the books. We got a 6-man tag going on right now between Braun Strowman, Dragon Lee, and Rey Mysterio taking on the Judgment Day. So if you haven't made a prediction, get in the chat. Let us know what's on your mind. Click all the buttons. I will remind everybody we are back tomorrow. I know the big news, the return of Wendy Chu. We will be here for NXT and the return of Wendy Chu. The big news, more than anything else. Now, we'll see what's new for Trick tomorrow. Dynamite Wednesday. Thursday, we got a double header because we're going to bring you, not only are we taking, wrestling back to court, it's going to be a fun one. NXT Black and Gold taking on NXT HBK. We're going to do some comparables. We're going to let Nick and Anthony duke it out again. That's going to be fun. Directly after that, we will be here for our Clash at the Castle predictions and preview. So that's going to be fun as well. So doubling up on a Thursday, doubling up on Friday with SmackDown and Rampage, and then back Saturday morning for Brunch with the Boys 10. Clash at the Castle, early stream, a nice Saturday afternoon stream. It's going to be a fun one here on the channel, folks. Be a friend, tell a friend, click all the buttons, and we got 2+ more hours to go tonight. Man, Dom is such a good heel character. He's been great. I mean, again, I know a lot of people want to throw a little bit of shade Dom's way, but Dom's been good. Dom's been solid. Dom, he garners more heat than just about anybody, so you can't deny what he's been able to accomplish. AJ, I don't know why anyone would accept a mediocre product. We all know just how amazing wrestling can be when the story is well written and the action is top tier. Why wouldn't we demand that? I don't know what your context is, so I can't really throw an answer back at you. I don't think as wrestling fans we should accept mediocrity. Different strokes for different folks. People will like things differently. But, yeah, I'm not really sure what that was in reference to, sir. I really like Ray Ray's ring gear. Matching with Dragon Lee tonight. Alexis, good to see you. Jason, good to see you. Do we have a new tag team here, folks? We might. Matching gear, lining up, perhaps. Put them in the tag team division. Babyface tag team. I'm okay with it. I really am. So we know who the first target is. So who is the first target, Byron? We don't know. I wouldn't know until we see that segment, right? Who's in the ring? Who's in the ring when it goes down? As we are still getting a commercial break. The countdown clock is a countdown to the next QR code that will be on Raw. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's a narrow-minded view. I don't think that's the case, Boston. If they're giving us a countdown clock, it's on, and the reckoning is coming for it. So, again, fans want it. They're telling us exactly when we're going to get it. Break number 5. Yeah, I might be okay with over. As we are back to the action, Carlito in control of Ray. I'm going to take a pause for the cause. There you go. There you go. Blueberry banana smoothie. I don't think that's what Nick's getting. Countdown. Let's go. Correction. The countdown clock is actually measuring the patience for the QR code. There you go. There you go. It's running out. That's it. You get a 6-day countdown. After that, we're fucked. Maybe Cody's showing up. I highly doubt it. There you go. I'm definitely doing my belt back this weekend. Good luck. The WWE ones are tricky, MDB. There's only, 5-6 matches. It's tough. It's tough. Stanley Cup update. Edmonton 1-0, 1 minute remaining in the second period. Thank you so much for that. Got a little distracted, Curtis. But good to see Edmonton up. Who challenges Roxanne? The rumor, if the rumor is true, it will eventually be Julia. So that's apparently on the docket for Heatwave coming soon. So my assumption, Kyle, would be it's a good chance it's Julia. Not sure how much her wrist plays a factor in it, so we'll find out. But right now, Carlito's still in control of Dom. A little bit slow here. Raw is the hot show. Let's go. Eric Tate feeling it. Ain't gonna lie, I'd lose my mind trying to book stories and matches. Oh, I'd love it. I'd love it. Do that all day long. If the Green go home show before Clash at the Castle. It's the go home show before the okay. I don't know why we had the circle there. Me and Boston don't agree on much, but we can agree on the QR codes. There you go. There you go. Come together. Rey Mysterio into the turnbuckle down. Raw really feels like an A show right now. SmackDown has to catch up. Interesting. Okay. Let me actually figure this out. Let's see, folks. What is... Let's put that in a poll. Let's go. There you go. We'll see what people think. What's up, Mick? How you doing? I say first target is Jey Uso. Could be. I kind of want it to be non-specific to start, to be honest with you. I just want it to be carnage and chaos and not really have a target until eventually somebody's like, we've had enough of this shit. Jay could be the guy, though. Mr. Firefly, right? Braun hoping for the tag. We imagine once he gets it. Ray going for it. Dom and JD pulling Braun off the apron, though. Are you interested in the qualifying matches for Money in the Bank next week? Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. We're going to find out who's going to be in that. We're still getting qualifying matches on Wednesday as well to find out who will be in that ladder match. Lots of qualifying matches going on. I'd rather see Mysterio and Dragon Lee tag team champions over Miz and Truth. I'm fine with that. I don't mind Miz and Truth. They haven't done anything since winning. I just wanted the Mania moment. As Judgment Day checking on Carlito, I'm waiting for the hotel room key to drop out of Carlito's pocket. Yeah, I don't understand being pessimistic about it. Right? I don't get it either. Horror wrestling is back. We'll see. They have stepped it up. KG loves QR goes. He's freaking Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I really do enjoy it. I like what they've done here. And I like that the vibe was different than what it was with the White Rabbit. It's definitely got more of the horror vibe to it. So, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I want to see it pay off. Big DDT by Ray. Cody said he might show up on NXT. Oh, there you go. Interesting. Wouldn't expect it, but hey, anything's possible. Is that a rumor of Dom being Eddie Guerrero's son still? No, I don't think it is, Fred. Is it me? He looks just like him. It's crazy. It really is insane. I mean, it feels like there might have been a little switcheroo, but apparently not. There you go. Everybody's got a smoothie. That's excellent. Happy for all the smoothies. Thumbs up on all the smoothies. Right now, 65% of people are saying that Raw has been a better show. It's interesting because Raw has been the 3-hour show. A lot of people haven't had a whole lot of love for Raw because it's long. It had been boring in a lot of cases. So, I mean, hey, if Raw is now becoming, going back to being a flagship, good for them. I don't love this match, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of bored. Dragon Lee to the top. Kaiser wants to be in Money in the Bank. Absolutely. And if you guys watched the promo he cut last week, I'm all for it. Every time JD takes a bump, I think he's dead. I trust Triple H. That's where I'm at. I'm really with you on that, TJ. I mean, more times than not, there's Liv Morgan. So, yeah, kind of the way I saw it. She's going to get bumped into his arms, guys. Liv is here. You can't be here. My girl is watching. Liv's going to get bumped. There it is. Zelina Vega knocking. They fell. I hope not. I don't know. I don't know what the hell they're doing with this. DIY could get the belts, but they've been lackluster. As Zelina Vega beating the hell out of Liv Morgan. So it was asked earlier, who might fight Liv? It might be Vega. Interesting. Braun is finally up on the ring, and here comes the W. GD sold DDT. Yeah, so weak. Seemed all right. Braun off and running, laying out everybody. The Braun Strowman Express in high gear. Monday night Q QRA. I don't Q Raw. I'm not disagreeing. I mean, it was what it was. This whole match could have been shorter to get to the point. Liv, A. Jobson, that's great. JD is proof any of us can beat WWE. I don't know about that, man. JD can do some shit I can't. That's for sure. Dragon Lee off the shoulders of Braun Strowman with the splash and the win. Braun's got his nipples pierced. Is that new? Did he have his nipples pierced before? I don't know why I noticed that. And Rey Mysterio kicking Carlito to the curb. Carlito bleeding. The mustache and mullet. I mean, that's what it is. I had it wrong the whole time. I went with the bald head and the beard. It was the mustache and the mullet. If I only knew. Say his name and he'll appear. 1-1. He tossed the pin to Dragon Lee. 100%. That QR code from Alexa Bliss. Maybe. I don't know. Nothing led me to believe that yet. Now, if you've seen something I haven't, Kira, we are definitely all ears. But, yeah, I don't know. As we are getting an Elia package. It's about to end. There you go. So it kind of played out the way I thought it would. If you're just tuning in, you literally, Liv Morgan comes out, distracts Dom, ends up falling on him. Braun Strowman destroys everybody. Dragon Lee gets the pin and the win. We're over. That's it, folks. So we roll on. And again, right now we are getting a hype package for Ilya and Braun. So they're building up this rivalry as the clock moves on. Liv versus Selena soon. Yeah, it looks like they just set that up. We were asking earlier, who would it be? And it looks like that's who it's going to be. So who knew? Surprisingly great match. I wouldn't go to the great realm. It was good. Not bad. Had some I felt it was a little long, especially for where we knew what the payoff was. So it was a bit long for me, but overall, not terrible. Didn't hate it. Didn't love it. Okay, there you go. Sorry. The nipples just caught my attention tonight. Bras. Did you purposely call him Bras? As Ricochet talking to Ilya. The Red Dragon and Dragon Lee should be a thing. And then we'll get the American Dragon. We'll get all the dragons. Where's Ricky the Dragon? Ilya rules. I can't complain because Raw is keeping my attention tonight, and that is hard to do. Yeah, I mean, again, so far so good. Decent start. I think we're rolling really well. I got Ilya Ricochet on the screen right now, folks. Get in that chat. Let us know what's on your mind. I want to see triple digits. Let's go. As here comes Sami Zayn. Yeah, gosh, that's too much. That's too much. Even I think that's too greedy. As up next, as we go into another commercial break, Curtis, I believe that's 6. Are we on break number 6? Wow. Everybody wants Dom, right? The new weekly sitcom. Everybody wants Dom. The man's a monster. Ronan X, did you know a Venom game is coming out? All right, that's for Ronan. Dom has become an international sex symbol like Jim Ross. Oh shit. Fuck. Yeah, Dom's the man. He's become Rico Suave of the WWE. Dragunov and Braun is going to be a great match regardless of the finish tonight, 100%. I'd be shocked if it wasn't Boston. I would love to see Strowman versus Brody King. Yeah? I'd like to see Brody King in WWE, see what they can do with him. The House of Black in WWE alone would have potential. I meant Myron. I meant Braun. Okay. Braun worked. Fit the theme. Ricochet, my favorite Irish wrestler, might be your favorite AEW wrestler by the end of the month. Break number 6. We aren't stopping, folks. The question is, how will the story follow after Spider-Man 2? There you go. Uncle Rick. Speaking of Uncle Rick.
Whoa, hold on. I was going to say I'm Spider-Man 2, but you're out here calling me Uncle Rick.
I got you for 3 minutes.
All right.
1-0 Oilers. Thank you.
Dale, is ready.
Back. What's that?
I said Bonesaw is ready.
Braun Strowman I like it. We might have started something.
There we go.
Do we see Malachi Black at some point? Yeah, I think so. Highly possible.
I think he's up there. I think Buddy Murphy's up there. Ricky Starks is all but signed. I feel at this point. Yeah, I think we're going to see a good chunk move back over or move over to WWE. And it's going to be interesting now with like a Ricochet. If that story is 100% legit and he, goes over to AEW and all of that and can actually not be lost in the fucking wake that is Tony Khan and the Elite, then be interesting when some of these other kind of mid-card contracts come up.
Yeah. No, 100%. It'd be very, again, like you said earlier, I mean, the whole idea, the whole free agency is kind of appealing. And I mean, I like the rumors. I like the mix. I think people, dig too hard into them and many are made up, but still fun. Still fun to wonder.
Right. Hold on. There's one here. You can keep talking. There was a comment, though, from A. Jobson that I saw when I was on a pause that I wanted. I can't find it right now.
QR Raw?
Too much. Yeah, QR Raw.
QR Raw.
Candy Tink, since Ricochet is leaving, will his fiance leave also? No.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's connected, and I'd be really surprising. And I mean, again, what do? Bring her in and she does collision and rampage? Do you just push whoever's doing the job, like a Justin Roberts, out of the way?
Right.
I mean, some would say yes, but I don't know. Samantha's got a really good thing going on here, and I'm still not convinced that Ricochet's leaving.
Fair enough, and I also don't think she would want to, because think about it. She's out there now, talked about with Lillian Garcia, literally had a whole segment with her and everything. She's up there like the Finko almost and everything. She's become part of the whole presentation because she wants to keep it to where she doesn't know the results and she's genuine reaction announcing it.
100%. As we are getting a picture of Glasgow, Scotland. Tickets still on sale. Free to fans. Friday kickoff. There's a good chance we'll be here live for that on Friday morning, folks. If it changes, I'll let you know. But right now, the plan is we will pop on and give you a rundown of what's going on with the kickoff.
Right.
Yes.
Alicia Tao. Yeah, but she...
Toronto girl.
Yeah, but she got there too, just on her own talents and her own credibility and everything like that. It has nothing to do with, relationships.
I disagree completely.
Really?
The AEW wouldn't even know who Alicia Tout is if it wasn't for MJF. It's just a coincidence she gets the job right as he returns. I don't think so.
I mean, I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt. There's probably something that's worked into that fucking contract of you will not only pay me, you will pay my spouse as well.
It feels
like losing her mind.
Fuck, we had we had one of the Bucks wives fucking selling t-shirts, so I mean anything's possible, but Io's pissed.
Just damage control something.
They won, didn't they?
Yeah, she won. But maybe it's after now you've lost Oscar, you've lost the tag belts, you've lost your title. Right. Kind of just having a meltdown now.
Well, here comes Sami Zayn, folks. Get in that chat. Who you taking, Sammy or Otis? 65 days as Intercontinental
Champion. So he'll reach like 70 before he loses it. Okay.
Pretty close, yeah.
So you're in agreement that he loses that Clash?
I might say no just to be difficult and see where this goes, but yeah, no, Gable makes sense now.
The fucking vascularity and everything of this man. That fucking picture.
Trying to make it look huge.
Chad Gable. He's out there. All he's missing is the bald head, and he's Kurt Angle.
Right. They got him on that graphic looking like Big Papa Gable.
Mm-hmm. Shoosh, if you hear me.
Right. Samantha loves WWE, not wrestling. I respect that.
I wouldn't say that, but you're entitled to your opinion.
The theme would be the House of Black saves Vega from LWO. It's storyline mid-mind twist. Maybe. I mean, a bit of a stretch, but you never know.
Now, if Malachi and Zelina weren't a couple, would you do that?
Yeah, no.
Right.
Otis, she crazy. Damage control has to change. Why? What's wrong with damage control? They just changed.
Like I just laid out there, though, if they've lost their tag titles, they've lost a member now.
Yeah,
That's been banged up. They lost the world title, all that.
right.
We're slipping.
Yeah,
We're falling.
but I don't think you need to change the group. I think the group's fine. I mean,
Well,
I like.
I think it was more in the metaphorical sense than the literal sense.
Maybe they got someone else to bring in.
Could be.
All right, Alicia too worked MLW and TNA already. She was already a name, but I'm sure MJF. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we'll call it even. We'll compromise.
It might be a little of a nepo hire, but I will not, fully go that route.
Listen, she had done MLW, she had done TNA. My argument would be if she was that good, why'd the call happen now? Oh, it's because who's deep. Anyway,
Right.
The timing is coincidental.
Maxwell cut a promo on him, not me.
Yeah, let's go, Max. Ricochet to AEW, Penta to NXT. Could happen.
Oh, do you think Penta goes to NXT or does he go straight to main roster?
Penta, I think Penta would go to man. Even if they sign the Bucks have to stop at NXT to figure out how to actually wrestle.
They go to WWE Speed. Fuck, are we talking about?
But yeah, I think Penta would get a stint in NXT if nothing else.
Fair enough. And a little rub, little shine as an NXT champion is not a bad show.
No. Sammy all hyped up, cutting a promo.
He always looks like he just got out of the shower.
Yes. Otis for the win. Shoosh. Yeah. I don't know. But
say
we're gonna
his
find
name and he appear.
It's like this.
It's gonna be the theme of the night.
Yeah.
Because it started off with Pat saying it. But yeah, he says Chad Gable, and out comes Chad Gable.
Look at this sad, maligned group behind him.
Respectfully, that is like, you're in an abusive relationship, and like, I can't upset this human being, otherwise I would get my ass whooped.
As Chad got a mic, trying to tear down. Oh wow,
he's honestly underrated on the mic.
No, he's really good. He's really good. And again, he's been underrated, and he's been a goofball for so long that you kind of forgot. But this is really solid. Gable loses in Scotland. He's gone from the WWE. Nope.
But he just re-signed.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere, even if he does lose.
I like how that's now become the thing of like people even saying with Ricochet of that he's going to come out here on Raw and just be like, oh, I ain't fucking going nowhere.
Right. I love this idea of like the wrestler has the ability or like the thought process of like, if I don't win this match, I'm out of here. Like, no, we're good, guys. They know.
Sorry, go ahead.
They know the plan. That's all.
Oh, no. Yeah. I was going to say there might be some companies out there that are run like that to where they literally still allow the talent to have that level of power. WWE is not doing that. We're not going to book you into a title opportunity.
Yeah.
Or like that's part of what I heard with why they were hesitant with Drew having the title when he did and everything like that, because he hadn't re-signed. So we're not going to give you that amount of leverage of you're our world champion right now not under contract or with your contract coming up.
With Sammy talking to Alpha Academy now, trying to get to them.
See, this is how you do a learning tree fucking gimmick over of how I'm trying to talk to you and bring what's best out of you and everything like that. Versus, who wants some TV time? I do.
You do it serious, like you're oblivious to your arrogance. Like you do it like Kurt Angle, like Chad Gable, where you're trying to educate, but you're such an asshole, but only you don't realize you are the asshole.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, still with Chris, he doesn't realize he's the asshole situation.
Well, he's trying to be the asshole. Like again, it's just such a fucking joke. Ricochet go heel, interfere, beating Swerve. Okay.
Goes heel, debuts. Well, again, we don't even know when this man's fucking contract is up, by the way. But if we're going that route, he costs Ospreay, and that's your way out of it. You set up him versus Ricochet for the international title.
Perhaps.
We're going to get the most brutal and ruthless version of Otis that we've ever seen.
Sami Zayn wins. We're probably going to another commercial, which is killing me. Yes,
we are. We are.
They essentially just replaced Bayley with Kyrie. Facts. But it works. It's better.
Yeah, we go to another commercial here.
Yeah. Io is hearing the voices in her head. Yeah, she's definitely got something going on. She's not happy at all. But
they talk to me. They understand.
Right. Naomi left WWE for like 3 years and Jimmy stayed in with WWE. Facts. It happens all the time.
Literally, I was going to say, I have wifey and everything. I don't work at the same company she works at just because we're together and everything.
Right.
Like,
Penta goes straight to LeWoe. Yeah, actually, you might have a point there, MDB. Straight to fuck NXT. We're going to LeWoe. Or Legato.
Yeah, well, that's where I thought he could go if they're going to do anything like keep it a buck. They're going to. How do you feel about LeWoe, the LWO right now? Because I'm kind of like past it. Like I'm kind of over it.
Nothing mid-card kind of guys. Like they're there for a fun match, and that's about it. The idea that maybe Ray and Dragon Lee could have a bit of a tag team run's not terrible, but yeah, the LeWoe is kind of whoa.
Right. Speaking of whoa, Christian again with Nick is the only person bringing up the learning tree every time I talk about sports, like John Bradshaw Layfield. Well, as a host on the Wrestling for Life Network of over 2 years now, I will remind you that there's only 2 people that can say something really about it, and it's me or KJ.
Facts. That's
kind of how I was going again with the learning tree reference. I was gonna, if I'm gonna go with it, I'm gonna fucking stay with it.
Run it. Otis will turn on Chad. Well, I mean, they're hinting that a lot, but it won't be just done. Like it's gonna, we're gonna beat on this man and beat on this man and beat on this man.
Yeah, you're gonna give it a little tease, and then he gets beaten down a little bit further, and then you're gonna give the tease a little bit even more, and then he gets beaten down further. And then when he does it, it's gonna be the holy shit fuck moment. Because like we talked about this earlier at the start of the show, of surprised by the reaction that we got with the initial tease of him turning on Chad Gable. That it's already at that level that they were popping for it, they were excited for it. So a couple more weeks of this man getting bullied and beat down when he does turn, and especially we get that feud for him versus Gable for the title, it's going to be money.
It's going to be nothing but money. Penta is legendary Hall of Fame bound. Lucha Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Lucha Hall of Fame. I don't even know exactly if I'd say Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, but he's well, I can't remember. Yeah, it's CMLL that he's been partnered with all the time, right? Because there's CMLL and there's AAA. And I know, like, in Mexico and in the Lucha scene down there, he's like the Roman Reigns. He is the guy. But I don't know if that translates to U.S. audiences.
I think there's an opportunity there, and it all depends on presentation. I'm a big fan of Penta. And again, down south, he's beloved.
Right.
I want Matt Cardona versus Cody. Could happen.
That would be I think that's the last big whale, I'll put it that way, that's on the open market. That's not an either major company. That would be a big get for either major company.
Yeah, I mean, I think no matter what, everyone's trying to stock up right now. So yeah, it'd definitely be a win.
But like, who else out there I'm saying is that's not with WWE, AEW, or even say TNA, that's on, like, if you brought in a Matt Cardona, he's the guy you could instantly plop into the main event scene, instantly going to draw you money, instantly going to be over. So he's the last one I think that's out there. That's a huge like ready-made package you could drop in.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Again, and we've seen what he's done. I know that he's been very public about like I don't want to do the small shows forever. So, yeah, very possible, very possible. Now we've seen him be involved with AEW, but on one-offs. So as we're back from commercial, and Otis is just clubbing Sammy.
Right. And if we're following the laws of marriage, I guess, in wrestling, then Chelsea Green's in WWE. So that means he's coming to WWE, right?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people assumed when she signed that he was coming. So he's waiting. He's doing his thing.
Right. Yeah, it's Otis right now just destroying Sammy here. And I like this because this sets up, Sammy's going to go in to Clash just fresh off a beatdown from Otis and everything like that. So it sets him up to be kind of the even more of the underdog here.
Right. Stick to the plan, idiot. Haluva kick.
God damn. But I like how he stayed there and Sammy just comes flying into view. Right. Wow. Oh, we're teasing.
Gable jumping on, Maxine limping, Tozawa checking on Otis.
But see, that's going to be the thing, though, too, is because Gable went exactly to attacking Sammy instead of checking on Otis. I don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
But that's where they're setting up of Otis or got distracted by Gable, eats a haluva kick, and then instantly loses.
Got Sammy for the win. Sammy gets the W, folks, but he's taking a beating. He won the battle. What?
It almost looks like we're setting it up to where he's going to, clothesline and Gable here.
Again?
We've got right now Gable holding Sammy up here. Otis trying to fire up the clothesline, but he's conflicted.
Look. We talked about this. Bring back Tucker.
Tucker! Well, we do need to find a way to eventually, whether Otis is still with them, as he's slapping the dog shit. You could literally see the sweat particles fly off this man's scalp getting smacked around.
Right. Yeah, the only way Chad doesn't win at Clash is because of Otis. Like, that's when Otis breaks. But
I don't see it. Well, and I was more of saying there's got to be a point where you bring in the Creed brothers. Now it depends on if we've got Otis with them or not. Otis fires up, and then so it was still intentional. It brought out the animal. The Festus Otis that came out there it made it look like he was running after Gable, but Gable moves out of the way, smashes into Sammy, and then still follows up on the attack.
And they called his finisher the world's strongest slam. There you go. Oh! And Chad's going to do his calm down. Calm down, boy. It's okay.
Sun's getting real low, big boy. Sun's getting real low. As Gable's just backing down in the corner right now, fearful of Otis.
The crowd going wild. It's the loudest the crowd's been all night.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, it is the world's strongest slam. Yeah, I gotcha. Just funny that they reference it as what it is.
As Otis still walks off here, still can't, take out Gable, as Gable's got a little smirk here. So again, when that moment happens, roofs coming off here.
Yeah, they're built. They're just, again, like
build to a crescendo.
Patience will be rewarded. Impatience will be punished. Natty talking to Sonya. I was talking to a fortune teller, dog.
Looks like we got a tag team title match tonight.
Yeah, I thought they were calling it the compactor once upon a time, but maybe that was just a heavy machinery thing.
That was the heavy machinery.
Yeah, so that's the point.
Yeah, he had that in the worm.
Right. That Truth took the room key. I hope so.
Our Truth out here talking about the APA, Bradshaw. The Truth took the room key. When did WWE spring for a fortune teller?
New Day? What?
Well, Miz out here asking when did WWE spring for a fortune teller, but you're talking about the New Day?
Oh, look at the fortune teller.
Ah, Scarlett.
AOP looking for him. Let's go. Not APA, AOP.
AOP. Hey, yeah, you know me.
I got the same one. It's death. Run. Women just walking around at Raw tonight giving out cards of all kinds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they just cut to commercials. They're both just staring off.
I could see Natalya resigning with WWE to help. Yeah, I heard rumors that she's already kind of locked in.
Oh, I thought we were cutting a commercial here, but I've got Jade.
Really? Here comes Jade. What an entrance. What a fucking absolute wicked entrance.
So when she plays Storm in the Marvel movies, they're just going to do that, right?
Yep.
Just that. Yeah. Because 100%, she's literally, she doesn't cosplay Storm. She just is Storm from the X-Men.
Right? It just happened that way. By
just
birth.
You are.
Right? The APA's wrestling tonight, dog.
Right.
Yeah, here comes Bella.
But I just, there's something about these two as a team and everything, and then especially too with Naomi, they constantly look like they're having fun, like they're actually super happy to be all paired together and everything. And they're dominant as shit. And that finisher, which I don't even know what they call it at this point, it is super impressive. That like that tag team finisher.
Yeah. We go back into commercial break. Jay was sculpted out of clay. Are we ever going to see Scarlett wrestle again? I don't know.
Did we really ever before?
In bits. She can go a little.
I don't think that there's really going to be too many situations to call for her to wrestle. Like, no offense, I don't think she's really. No one's clamoring for a Scarlett like Jade match or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with actually having like valets and managers and that kind of thing. Like, I'm good with it. We can have a few of those.
Facts.
There's not many anymore. I would love to see Natty take over as the face of NXT instead of Ava. I second that motion, Marvin. Hundo.
Is that because she's Canadian?
Maybe.
Canadian invasion.
Let's go. Got that one. Good luck, Awesome Truth. Yeah, I mean, again, and I'm all for Awesome Truth kind of giving up those belts. They got their moment at Mania. They haven't done shit since.
Yeah, this kind of just put a nail in it a bit.
Might be.
You've kind of been building up the Final Testament with Cross getting involved in the heads of the New Day here. So
yeah, and I think that in addition to that, I mean, the Final Testament could use a substantial W, and beyond that, B would be the fact that if you're really going to build the tag team division, you gotta have teams in there that are going to go. And it's not that Miz and R-Truth can't go; they're just more about the gimmick and the funny than the going.
It was a great WrestleMania moment. It was a good, week or so after on Raw and everything like that. At this point, like you said, what have they done? They've barely even wrestled. They're still going to be probably just about where they were, even when they dropped the tag titles. I think we need to actually we don't want a Young Bucks blockade this situation here. You need active competitors really defending the titles here. Right.
I still think Mark Briscoe versus The Miz for the U.S. Championship at WrestleMania would have been great. Maybe one day.
Johnny Cage versus Redneck Kung Fu. I don't know.
Not KJ. You asked for Awesome Truth title reign. Yeah. You asked for it. You got it. Yeah,
Happy Farm remembers.
I want a refund.
The issue with the current women's tag team scene is that we don't see another female group that in the same footing of Jade and Belair. Well, that's been a constant issue with the women's tag division, not just a Jade and Bianca thing. I think it's just been amplified because who the fuck is going to beat those two?
But I do like that they're having a significant run, and I do like the fact that they've elevated it. Like the women's tag titles, to me, when they come out wearing them, mean something a little more. Now they are trying to set up rivalries and other tag teams getting involved. But yeah, I mean, that's why you give them a triple threat, because you don't see them losing one-on-one.
Yeah, no, you gotta stack the deck a little bit here. As Jason saying,
so like Cody Rhodes,
right,
going to be on NXT tomorrow.
Whoa, interessante.
All right, move over, Wendy Chu. We got Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. Ethan Page interaction.
Right.
Well, I'm kind of trying to think of what else would he be doing on NXT.
I'm just saying hi.
Just chilling.
Yeah, maybe. You said he wants to talk to Trick.
Okay.
Trick versus Cody for shits and giggles.
I was going to say phones work too, Cody.
As we are getting a reminder, Kalani Jordan, your first ever women's North American champion, as she won the ladder match last night, much to everybody's surprise.
Yeah, surprise. Well, some people were like out there, like outraged over it for unnecessary reasons. To me, she was still fitting. She still, deserves to win it and everything. She was just the darkest of horses in that. She was, the biggest underdog.
I don't know why people get mad about this shit. Unless it's dumb, there's no reason to get pissed off. Like, if it's dumb and you're insulting my intelligence, fine. I mean, somebody that you didn't expect to win winning? Well, are you, do you want everything predictable? Because I know everybody bitches about predictability.
Exactly. Do you get mad when a TV show that you like catches you by surprise? Or were you mad when, the movie you were watching in the box office, sits there and catches you off guard with something? No, you fucking go along with the ride, goddammit.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Like you said, unless it's insulting your intelligence levels of stupidity, that's one thing. But we talked about it multiple times on the prediction show, on the pre-show for that show and everything, of how all 6 women in that match had a hell of a chance and could make a case as to why they should win it.
Yeah, 100%. And again, when somebody that we least expected gets the win, as long as she didn't do it in a stupid way, they worked for me. It wouldn't have been my pick, but now let's see what they can do with her.
Well, and everything that led up to that made sense, though, too. Like everybody, like Lash got taken out through the ladder of everybody teamed up and took her out. You had Soul Ruka running wild, hitting soul snatchers on everybody. All of that.
Snatch going everywhere. We got Zoe and Shayna.
That's a transition of talking about snatch going everywhere. We've got the WWE softball team coming out right now.
That's funny. Shayna with, I guess, a tiny bit of a limp, trying to sell the fact that she was in a match last night.
Right, fair enough. But so I don't recall what match that they've announced that we're getting, but we've got Bianca and Jade, not exactly on commentary, but watching from ringside as we've got Zoe, and as they're doing the Zoltan.
Right. That's their new. That's what they do.
Again,
Zoltan, and then.
No. Right. That's Tony Khan booking. Just so I take the Meltzer driver, and then we set him on fire, and then we run him over, and then we hang him upside down.
Oh wow, Bianca, you stink. As we get the girls, let's go.
Hey, it's been a hot minute since we've seen them on screen. Well, in a match, I should say.
You're gonna have to speak. I'm distracted.
That's what. Trust me, I'm out here. Isla. I'm out here like getting Ralph Wiggum, but
right.
I'm just glad that we're actually finally seeing these two used as a tag team when they came up from NXT and everything. We were really hoping that they were going to use them really well. They were great even as singles competitors in NXT. And they just kind of got called up and then went the Odyssey Jones route of just missing. Scooby-Doo and the gang couldn't even find them. Is that what they're called? Is that their tag team name? The Unholy Trinity? But there's only two of them. How can it be a Trinity? There's only two.
The Unholy
Duo.
Yeah, no, but it's not Trinity. It's Who's the third MDB?
Why she got the fucking
Unholy
boogeyman stick? She's got the boogeyman stick. I'm the album woman, and I'm gonna get you. Yeah, see, she's got the boogeyman stick.
I do like the entrance. They grew up in the Glasgow area. So
what is Greater Scotland?
Pretty much, right? The other side of the island.
They grew up in Scotland. Yeah. Oh, the Unholy Union.
Yeah, it's the Unholy Union. Thank you. Vitamins. Blame the vitamins.
Doing something unholy. Man, you can't make me think of Sam Smith during this fucking I keep getting caught up of the fucking staff, my guy. It's literally the same thing as the boogeyman. All she's missing is the clock. She's the Flavor Flav it a little more.
Witchy vibes, man. You gotta love witchy vibes.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Well, we're only 6 months away from Halloween.
That's it.
Something like that.
You say Trinity and Anthony appears. Say her name and he
appears. I believe in Naomi. But we are underway with Unholy Union taking on, I guess, Team Zoltan right now with Shayna and Zoe Starks right now. So let us know, folks, who you're taking. Whether you're taking Team Firecracker or Team Softball.
Do you think that Roman will show up? I mean, again, MSG shows are always full of surprises. So it's possible.
I think you could get something that'll be a halfway kind of tease or whatever. Like they start to play his music or whatever, like on a fuck up or something like that. I don't think it's going to probably be a good minute. We probably won't get Roman, I think, till he shows up at SummerSlam, and it still won't even be definitive as to what side he's on.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, it will be very interesting. And like I said, I think there's two ways to play it, but I'm really curious to see how they do it.
Right. Oh, as Shayna pulls out Alba after the kind of swanton backbreaker.
Fire into the stairs.
Their team name is Shazoe.
Shazoe. Shazammy.
Swimmy Swammy.
Shayna wrenching on that. Oh.
What? Shayna wrenching on Alba's arm, and then Isla just starts grabbing at her hair.
Isla selling her ass off on that one. Jeez. The first 3 rows need earplugs.
Yeah.
She's a screamer. Witchy women. I got a DQ finish for the win. They're all going to bump into the champs and start fighting. We know how this goes.
Especially Go Home Show. Fuck. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is going to end in a kerfuffle.
Oh. Knee pad down as she gets kicked.
Oh, and then eats a fucking knee for good measure.
Shayna, 100% my favorite. Shayna's a badass. She didn't look like one last
night. I saw a lot of people that said this online after NXT Battleground, and I know we talked about it during the show, as that's how you need that with Shayna. Instantly re-solidify her as a badass, as she's out here choking out Alba with the bubbles, the snot bubbles coming out the nose and everything.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And that's why I think those wins and losses, that's why when the people uber focus on that win-loss record in pro wrestling, yeah, she lost last night. Oh, they buried her. Well, she out here making snot bubbles happen tonight.
Right. Isla she took a bump and just disappeared. But I saw a lot of people saying how Shayna and Lola last night that we got is what we should have gotten with Shayna versus Ronda.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that take. The problem is Ronda sucks. Ronda's a hose bag. She's not good.
Yeah, I know, but it's one of those of like it praising that match because that's what they gave us what we should have gotten before with someone who's supposed to be this megastar.
Right. Yeah, 100%. I can hear the crowd booing. Yeah, it was kind of a dead. That was what it was.
Well, it was really interesting and really fast, and it establishes Shayna back as a badass. But yeah, like, Alba just sat there and literally she took like a bump in the whole match, and then was just gone for the rest of the match.
Yeah,
but she took that bump after pulling on Shayna's hair, and then was just gone for like 5 minutes.
Well, I don't even think the match went 5 more minutes. I think the match was done 2 minutes later. So
fair enough.
He out. Braun Breaker. Big package for Braun again. Here he comes.
So we about to get Braun Breaker versus Ilya Dragunov.
Right. Scotland versus Germany Euro 2024 is affecting SmackDown. Scotland big time could be. We'll find out when it's all said and done. But Scotland back in the Euros for the first time in a long time. So a wee bit of footy.
Ilya versus Braun. Who's ready for the diesel? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, the other Braun came out earlier with a shirt that said just big SOB, and this is one bad SOB right now coming out with Braun Breaker out here.
Meaner than evil on his butt.
Pause. As he just got badass above his crotch. But I know people have sat there and said of stop with the Goldberg comparables because there's, he's way more athletic than what Goldberg ever could have been and everything like that. But it's the closest comparable you can get to because the man literally is so impactful. You've never seen he's up there. The only other person I'd say that's that impactful out the gate is Obafemi, but out there to where Braun Breaker's running on the ropes and it's literally shifting the ring. That's not a common thing. Like normal people don't do that shit.
Right. No, he's an absolute beast. And I listen, the Goldberg comparables are going to continue to happen because of the run. Again, he oddly enough, gives us Scotty vibes. He gives us Goldberg vibes. He's kind of on that next level. I mean, you can make the Brock Lesnar comparable because he's been so solid and really on this next level right now. And I really like what they're doing between him and Pierce. By the way, we have not seen Pierce tonight, I don't believe.
Well, don't worry. We're probably going to get there here pretty soon. But, yeah, he takes a Goldberg drink. He takes a Scotty drink. But, yeah.
Right? Ilya versus Braun, who's ready? Get in the chat, folks. Who you taking? Who's going to win this one? Let us know. Braun for the win.
I was just going to click that one, though, that you had there from Randolph. Does the Steiner thing bother you?
I think Rex Steiner is a better wrestling name than Braun Breaker, to be honest. But hey, like Braun Breaker to me, again, it sounds like he asked a kid of like, come up with a name for a guy who's like big and strong. He's a breaker. Like, all right, thanks. But it was like the same thing. I bitched a lot about Walter becoming Gunther. Now I don't even think twice. It just.
Well, I was going to say, keep it a buck. Rex Steiner sounds just as much of a wrestler name as Braun Breaker does.
Yeah. I think it sounds better.
Yeah, but still, I think that I know it doesn't fucking matter at the grand scheme of it, of like you should have gone with Rex Steiner. But I think now we're at this point of it's been Braun Breaker so much. It's kind of like if you took Roman Reigns and made him Joseph Anawahi.
Right.
It's kind of one of those like we get it. Like I know it should be this, but that's how we know him as.
Well, we were just joking about the Tongas, right? Like we got Tama Tonga and his brother Tonga. We're like, did Tonga get dropped? Like, how did he end up backwards? What happened?
Right. Rex Steiner just sounds badass, but Braun breaks things. He's a breaker.
Wreck-It Ralph in the house. Let's go.
Literally. Wreck-It Braun.
Rex Kwando. Well played, MDV.
See, that's why they didn't do that. Right.
I think NXT gets over 800 views tomorrow with Cody, 800,000. So thinking you're gonna pop the 800 mark, eh? All right, all right.
I was gonna say no. Come on, I was gonna take the easy over of over 800. That's an easy over. I'll take over 800 easy, not 800,000. That's a different thing. We can debate about that. Over 800, I got you. I'll take that action.
It really could be. I mean, again, 800 it seems highly possible, especially when their numbers have been pretty good as of late. Anyway,
right?
We keep getting commercials, and it keeps fucking me up because they keep advertising for a pay-per-view that's 2 years away.
Seriously,
I haven't even got to this SummerSlam.
Have you heard of Cleveland, Ohio?
What?
In case you haven't heard of Cleveland, Ohio, we're going to show you it 2 years away.
As we were getting the replay, the next big thing. He called himself the next big thing. Oh no, Robert Griffin did. Never mind. Ignore me. RG3.
Yeah,
son of a bitch.
Right. More like Brock when he's doing the moonsault. Really, folks, his name is Braun Rex Breaker Steiner.
There you go. And here comes Ilya. By the way, if he was really heading up a symphony, they would be playing way harder just based on his movements.
Yeah.
Badass Braun Breaker. There you go. All the beats. Triple B.
Like Roadhouse, Braun House.
9 breaks already. Jesus. We're going to get another one coming up in a second.
We're about to be into the last hour here, but yeah, fuck, we're probably going to get one before the smash starts. God damn it. Yeah, but if he was out there actually conducted, it'd be
it's just he's so intense. You have the drummers breaking their hands trying to keep up with him.
Yeah, but still, this man constantly looks like he's a fucking John Wick, a Bond, an Equalizer. Like he's gonna be an Equalizer 47 taking on Denzel at this rate.
Right. Ilya versus Jason Statham. Let's go. LA Knight will be the United States champion at SummerSlam is my prediction. Bold prediction. Could happen. Could happen.
Right. As we are underway, as Braun's already got Ilya up, but it's been back and forth.
Eating the knees and then taking a kick.
Step up, pop up Enziguri there.
Right. Give Ilya another classical song to come out too. Fair enough. Do you think Alexa Bliss returns at SummerSlam? Or when the Wyatt 6 is revealed, possibly next week? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. I'm convinced she's going to be there, but I don't know.
It's do they do it now or do they do it in Cleveland?
I don't know. And again, if I mean, there is a way around that, but I don't know they're going to wait that long. If she's ready, they're going to get her in the fold.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view level match for free. Not wrong.
Absolutely.
Not even the main event of the night.
Top of the second hour. It is going to be towards the middle of this match, by the way, even.
Throwing them chops.
Do you kind of like this, though, if you do it at the back end of the second hour so it makes sure people tune in to the third hour? Because you're going to want to see the follow-up on this?
Yeah, it helps. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I like the fact that Braun Breaker's been dominating everybody and Ilya actually working him right now.
Oh, 100%. This is a match, again, like we've talked about multiple times. Big ass fucking boot there, but that's where we're going to get to our commercial break. Braun up on the ropes, I feel.
Braun throws it. Did they fight in NXT before? I think that's a yes.
For NXT Championship, I believe.
Yeah, right.
But that's the thing is this is a pay-per-view caliber match. This is two of your upstart, top guys like come WrestleMania 42, 43. Oh,
Ilya.
God damn. This man, he's like just how Darby is with like stunts is Ilya with intensity of this man just does everything at like a violent level of pace.
It looks so intense, everything he does. And Braun Breaker just throwing him into the ropes as we get into another commercial break, folks. The night rolls on. Once again, be a friend, tell a friend as we hover around 100 going into the third hour. Be a
I
part
just
of all the
popped
fun.
myself just thinking of something. Till the night closes in. Till the night closes. But yeah, 100% of this right now, the match that we've got as we just went to commercial and everything, come WrestleMania 42, 43, I expect these guys in and around the main event scene when it comes to them at this point.
Yeah, no, the future is bright, and you see the progression. And I know sometimes people get a little like, oh, so and so doesn't win very often, or that. There's, they're climbing the stairs, they're climbing the ladder of their career, guys, and they will come in and they'll have some interesting times until they get over that hump.
Right. And it still even goes to show of what we see with current day NXT and what we've talked about with guys now like Carmella moving up, with Trick still being on NXT, with Roxanne still being on NXT. Of they've got depth for days out here. Of you see the levels of talent that they have that are still just itching to get a main roster spot here, because they're running at half mast here. Of Seth Rollins is out, Rhea Ripley's out, Roman Reigns is out, Randy Orton's out, etc. Punk's out. So, and wait until all them fuckers come back. Like, we're still killing the game now with this, within WWE and everything. Once we really reload, it's over for you.
Stacked. Who in today's wrestling do you think has the best chops? It's got to go to Gunther. His look like they fucking murder you. Is there anybody like even in the argument?
I feel like for a while it was Murder Grandpa there, Suzuki, and then I'm saying like until we got Gunther really out there, Walter and everything, and now he's just kind of taking it. And you think chops, you think Gunther.
Oh yeah, no. Again, the guy's infamous for chopping. I can't even think of like, it might be this guy. Like, I mean, he's become so dominant in it. He's a monster.
Eddie Kingston with his 1,000,001.
Yeah, part of me was nervous that you were gonna say Kingston. Like, oh no.
There, fuck it. I will say Eddie Kingston is the king of the chops.
Right. Break number 10. Jeez. I'd like to see.
We still got a whole hour. Shit.
Right.
Sorry.
It's been a lot of commercials. It really has. I mean,
right.
We might get 14. Fun Raw tonight.
Well,
it's had its moments up and down.
Yeah. Well, I think so far it's been pretty solid. I mean, it's been still one consistent thread and everything. I know we talked about it earlier and you had to pull up and everything. I kind of almost agree that Monday Night Raw has been sans Roman on SmackDown. Monday Night Raw has become the predominant show. I feel the front runner, because you've got Drew out there, you've got Gunther, you've got Punk kind of fucking around with some shit and everything like that. SmackDown, you've really got the Bloodline story and kind of Cody meandering.
Yeah, it's a valid point. I mean, I took a poll earlier. I think it was like 68% of the people thought, Raw was doing a better job, which, I mean, for years, Nick, we've been hearing all the complaints about the boring 3-hour Raws. So, something to give Papa Paul. See, you see what happened.
You had Braun Breaker on your mind. Now, I can't tell if he's bleeding or if that's his spray tan running on his nose, because it's kind of orangey reddish.
It's a bit of both.
Right, but
those big elbows to the back of the head.
Those are illegal, Your Honor.
Who's excited for the return of Conor McGregor? Did we find Conor? Is Conor back in? Like, is he doing it? It's been mixed.
Him versus Chandler.
Yeah, but then again, there was rumors that he went missing. They weren't sure if he was going to do it or not. He changed his mind. They were thinking about having to cancel or postpone, like Tyson.
Tyson and Paul still on, if that's what you're talking about.
It got postponed.
Yeah, well, it got postponed a bit because of ulcers and everything. But yeah, Conor's just a fucking wild man. That's the thing, is that man made Mayweather money, and you never give an Irishman Mayweather money, because now he's just doing whatever the fuck he wants.
Right.
Man's out here starring in shit movies with Jake Gyllenhaal and everything.
Right. What about if Brock returns to all the big names at the moment? The Brock one's an interesting one, especially with Braun Breaker, right?
Yeah, I mean, you hear everybody saying that, ooh, giant step up knee, but you're seeing everybody say that they're not going to allow Brock on their television until like WWE legal is like, yeah, we won't get sued with this shit.
Right. I think the women's match and Oda's match was disappointing. Yeah, they were just build matches, right? Matches thrown together so they could help build storyline. So it was more
Yeah.
about not the match, even though I'm really surprised that Alba was choked out.
But see, that's the thing is you'll have matches that are more story than anything. And then you'll have matches like this that are more wrestling than anything.
Yeah.
They've managed to finally figure out that little balance across 3 hours. Now, I'm not saying they nail it all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a dead spot, but for the most part, they do a good job.
True. Brock Lesnar isn't returning until SummerSlam. That is a fan made up rumor. Just because of where they booked it has no bearing on whether or not he's going to return before, after, or during. Yeah, I wouldn't bank on that at all. I'm not even sure if he's ever coming back, but I don't think they're going to hold him out till 2026.
I mean, it would fit as fuck, but I think Braun's also, or yeah, Brock's still also that type of guy of he'll just go and disappear off into the woods. He's not one of those of like, he doesn't need to wrestle. I feel for like, he's not like a taker, how he talked about after WrestleMania night 2 of he had closure because he had the retirement during the Thunderdome era and everything like that. So that gave him closure.
Yeah.
Brock doesn't need a last match or anything like that. He's just good. Of just
You don't give a fuck about it. That's
I'm just gone when I'm gone.
Yeah, you don't care. Dragon right. Huge suplex. Get to 2 count. Dragon is like a freak. He really is.
That was like an assplex. He just smashed that man on his fucking tailbone.
Right. Brock is not a mark. Yeah, there was a time that Brock didn't even really give a fuck about wrestling. He just wanted the paycheck.
Yeah. Man just fucked off and tried to play football for a while and damn near almost made an NFL team with a torn groin.
Right. At this point, WWE don't need Brock returning. It's facts. They're doing fine. Nick just listed off a plethora of talent.
Facts. Oh, Ilya's got Braun up on the shoulders.
Ilya's carrying this fucking match.
You think he's carrying the match?
Yes.
I'm not saying that he's not doing well in the match. I don't think he's carrying the match.
I think it's been all Ilya. I think Ilya's been the dominant force in this match.
Well, as far as being the most offensive and everything like that, but I think like Braun's still showing what he's got here.
Yeah. Ilya rolling out all the way to the other side. KO versus Solo, official for this Friday SmackDown in Glasgow. Let's go.
There you go.
Coast to coast. Great camera work to cover up. He didn't quite make it.
Yeah, I was going to say, they instantly snapped that away. I was like, he didn't fucking make that. Where the fuck?
That's where you don't.
I was going to go back and do it again.
Dear TK. That's how you hide things. Santon from the top.
Right. 1, 2. 2 count.
And it has been predominantly Ilya carrying this. It is crazy. Like, it's all Ilya.
Fair enough. Okay, so I think I misinterpreted the whole like carrying the match thing of like to where I think Braun's still like doing his part in the match.
Oh yeah, no. I wasn't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. That's what I heard carrying. I was like, okay, thinking that like Ilya's like, I can get this greenhorn over. I can have a match with a broomstick, and Braun's playing the role of a broomstick. Like, no, this has been very Ilya forward. Yeah. I will say that.
Yeah. No, absolutely no. Oh shit, Braun's awake. Braun's awake.
Right. Don't wake Brawny.
Fuck you, KJ. I'll show you.
Right. Bitch said you're carrying this match.
Where are they tonight? This crowd.
Toledo.
Oh. Wow, hit a knee.
Yeah, this crowd, crickets for this match, which is
They're a
crazy.
little quiet right now, which surprises me.
H-bomb!
H-bomb! Shit flies tonight?
What?
I think that's Raw is shit flies tonight.
Oh. As we're getting finally we're getting a "This is awesome" chant. Why are they using fake crowd noise? Oh, the crowd is dead. King Hunico, don't think that they are. Clearly, if you can hear that the crowd is dead, they're not using fake crowd noise.
They're not doing it well.
Right. They're doing a really shit job at it. No.
Right.
I think it's just the crowd's kind of, it is what it is, but it's getting fired up now here as we've got Braun over the table and Ilya cleaning off the announce desk.
I think Braun is doing a great job being go-to.
See, everybody thought where I was.
Just saying that this has been all Ilya other than a big clothesline.
Yes, but when you say carry.
Ilya's carrying the action like someone's carrying the play in sports. Oh, down he goes.
Oh.
Scrap does suck. This match is odd because Ilya is usually selling. It's not what I expected. That's kind of what my point was, where you kind of expected Braun to come out swinging and Ilya doing all the selling, playing the defense. It's been a majority Ilya till fucking now.
Well, I think that's where you get to where you get towards the finish and everything like that. You get him to have his moment with a go with it and everything, and then Braun just kind of starts to destroy him here.
Right? Oh.
Ring
post with a thud.
And you like that they even will start to tweak out the LED screens on the ring posts and everything when they bump into it.
Mm-hmm. Nice touch. Dax sidelined with a back injury. I had not heard that yet, but hopefully he's doing all right.
Oh, he just slapping this man. Just palm strike, palm strike, palm strike. Spear!
Roll out, Ilya, rolling out. Let's go. Let's go.
Are they calling it sudden impact, or is that just what Michael Cole called it right there?
Yeah, I don't think they're calling the spear sudden impact. They're just describing it as sudden impact.
Fair enough, fair enough.
That spear was sudden impact.
Dragunov could pull up the upset. I wouldn't even say it's exactly an upset. It's another big spear.
Yeah, Dragunov's the more experienced guy. And he's been in, battles, wars with guys like Gunther. Technically, Braun's the rookie. As much as he's a blue chipper, Ilya's a big feather in his cap.
Right.
Are we going to get a count now?
Ooh.
It's funny because they show up together, TJ. It's okay. We know the game. It's usually the same person with multiple names.
Come on. Yeah. Well, I haven't seen any.
It's there. It's brutality. Another spear. Let's go.
Ooh. 3 spears. 3 as Braun picks up the win. I just even realized he's kind of got the tribal fucking tattoo like Goldberg did up on his shoulder right on the other one.
In honor of that's a huge wow. What a match. What a huge win. Let the Ilya crybabies come running out.
And they're even getting him over, as Pat's mentioned, of that's a badass and all of that. They're really getting over if he's just one tough SOB.
Does Ricochet get involved here? No. Breaker really needed this match, so it shows people. Again, he just had a solid match. So, again, when you have everyone kind of on that, all he does is job matches, all he does is squash matches. Well, he just went, what was that, 10, 12 minutes with Ilya in a pay-per-view level match, earns his stripes, earns a big win, and he was on the defense the vast majority of that match. Till he wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. Ricochet.
Oh! Hey, we were wondering. So we've got the favorite fighting Irishman, though, the third O'Shea brother, Rick O'Shea, coming out here.
Ricochet got a big pop. Nice spot.
Gonna get his name up on that Jacksonville water tower.
doesn't look like they're writing him off.
Not quite. He's just gonna disappear in the mist,
right? Unless he gets jumped in the next 40 mintes.
Yeah, honestly, like if that's how you wrote him off,
feel like they're building something.
Just a wee bit,
maybe
just a wee bit.
We're back playing who's got the card.
Oh well, now we've established that the card's still there, but it's now who had it. Yeah, then now they're just
poor Dom's like, I so want that fucking card.
Well, I don't know. I think Carlito's over there just agreeing with everything, but his hands keep inching closer towards the center there.
It's hilarious though. Easy for you guys to say we need to get rid of the card. She's not trying to shag you.
Right?
This is bullshit, guys. Thought you were my friends.
Jesus.
Carlito, get in there, you. Oh, Finn's got the card.
Well, he's been, the Ock block for most of this and everything.
All right,
like this from Ronan. It's evil. It has to go.
Right.
Burn it with fire.
Here comes Awesome Truth. Yeah, I'll be back.
What's up? As R-Truth, Ron Killing started rapping and KJ started walking here, I feel, as KJ's taking a pause for the cause. They're bearing Dragon off. Oh, for fuck off. MDB, I know you're trolling with that, but yeah, no, not a snowball's chance in hell of not everyone can win all the goddamn time. That's the fucking thing, and that's really the truth of it. And when you have up-and-coming talent versus up-and-coming talent, somebody's got to fucking lose, because then if you keep doing, DQ finishes, fucking distraction, no contestos, all of that, then people get pissed all the other way. It's wrestling fans are the greatest group of I see there is no pleasing you. But Scott, hello, my son graduated high school. Well, congrats to you and your son, Scott. And what up, my guy? As up next, we're getting the Awesome Truth versus the Authors of Pain for the World Tag Team Championships, as we're about to probably go on a commercial break here. But so you can let me know who you're taking on that match, folks, and why is it probably going to be we're going to get AOP as new tag title holders here. Next week he's going to be living in a van down by the river. Who? Johnny Beans. Wait, is Ricochet leaving? It doesn't exactly look like it. I know Twitter is abound with all of the discussion about Ricochet already giving his notice allegedly to WWE and everything, even though we have no idea when his contract's up. We have no idea who he said it to or anything, and they still seem to keep having him involved in kind of current and ongoing stories. So it is very interesting. So even if he does intend to leave, there's nothing saying that he will, that they don't reach an agreement, that they don't reach a deal. So especially because it's not like his contract ends in a week or some shit. Like, we don't know. And honestly, it's kind of weird that we know this much about every wrestler's contract a bit at this point. It's weird, and it's also not weird if it's gotten very much that level of like NHL, NFL of, contract negotiations, you know who's going to be your free agent and a restricted free agent type shit and everything. But we are on commercial break, so I will remind everybody we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We do this for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. We are back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow for NXT, to where we're now going to have Cody Rhodes, Wendy Chu, etc., all happening on NXT. The fallout from Battleground. Wednesday, Dynamite. Thursday night, we've got Wrestling Court. We've got Black and White NXT versus what I like to call White and Gold NXT, with HBK taking on Triple H of who's done the best with NXT, or who's been the better NXT general manager, overseer, what have you. And then we've also got our Clash of the Castle predictions as well. Friday night SmackDown from Glasgow, so we will be on a bit of a tape delay on this coast of this side of the world here and everything, but still we'll be live for that. I don't know if we have a Rampage after that. Saturday, Brunch with the Boys, 10, as KG keeps calling it. I'm waiting for somebody to correct us because I feel like there's been more of them, but still, it's always fun on a Saturday, middle of the afternoon. We've got Clash of the Castle, and trust me, you need to see me and KJ go at it as, Damian and Drew go at it for the world title here of who gets proven right between me and KJ. Does Drew win and I win, or does Damian win and KJ wins? Do we see a Chicago-made Punk show up in Glasgow, or is it in Glasgow? At least Scotland. But absolutely, be a friend, tell a friend, as I see 94 people chilling out with us. So let's see if we can still get that up to triple digits here. I know we've been bouncing around with it and everything like that, as we're at 92 likes on the stream as well. So let's see if we get triple digits in the chats, triple digits on the likes, 100%, as we're still even tiptoeing by the window towards 5K. So let's see if we can reach that as well. Fred saying, I'm a Dustin guy. What? Cody came from NXT? No, he actually did not. Cody was in the company well before NXT. He ended up being he was actually Husky Harris's vet on NXT, I believe. So, yeah, he did not come from NXT at all. W Legends biography, ECW this Sunday. Well, there you go. Liv and Damian setting them up. Ooh, that's an interesting angle to go at it there. Of what exactly do you go with Damon there? If Damon goes like full heel of, I was screwing with you, or is it like a double babyface turn? Interesting. I hadn't thought about it that way. Who more funnier, Awesome Truth or the Acclaimed? Awesome Truth, and by a mile. Alex is Team Big Mac for some reason. There you go. Clicked in my head there, McIntyre. Fred out here just what? I always get conflicted every time I see the Twitter discourse about people hating the what chants like they did when everybody was doing it with Piper's promo and everything. But I think it has its place, its time here. Is Sheamus looking like fucking Downton Abbey out here and all this shit, fucking Patty O'Toole here talking backstage with Drew McIntyre. The card went missing again. I'm not surprised. Curtis letting us know Stanley Cup Finals Game 2 update. Edmonton 1, Florida 1, second intermission. There you go. Cody is an OVW guy. Absolutely. Yeah. Dusty had a big part in NXT and everything, obviously, with the launch with Hunter and everything. But yeah, Cody was never an NXT guy. My YouTube TV got blocked. Roman, sorry about your damn luck. I don't know how to help you. You got us, though, to still got you covered with anything and everything. As so interesting how Sheamus is out here getting Drew fired up for this match as he's about to take on Drew on Friday Night SmackDown. But this match brought to you by Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop Dogg as Stoner Jesus. What up, my dog? Sheamus and Money in the Bank. I could see it happen. I didn't even realize as we've got matching tops here with Awesome Truth. They got matching tank tops. But I didn't realize we were getting the Money in the Bank qualifying matches coming up here. But I think early odds on favorites to win Money in the Bank is women's Tiffany, men's LA Knight. As the Final Testament's out here cutting a promo, and
could be CM.
I can't call you a Final Testament or anything like that. The cross to my Scarlet, I guess. I don't know. I was trying to think of a segue and just failing miserably.
The Final Testy. I'll accept it.
No,
that's the Money in the Bank. He could be.
That's somehow the best and the worst at the same time.
Right. AOP winning those tag titles, and the new faction will be used quite a bit on TV. Well, they've been used a lot. They've been used more since the draft.
Right. Yeah. So did you see good old Shamo there, Patty O'Callahan, showing up to fire up Drew McIntyre of, I could get a good look at a steak by sticking my head up a cow's ass, but I'd rather take the butcher's word for it.
Well done. Really, I was a little surprised at how much of a buddy interaction between those two were.
Especially when they're about to face each other on SmackDown.
Right. What are those glasses? The final test.
E.
Right? Finn win Money in the Bank. Finn could win Money in the Bank. That'd be interesting.
Are we starting to reach a point where Money in the Bank's kind of obsolete?
No. We have one of the best cash-ins ever.
Right, we had one of the best, but I'm saying beyond that, we had a good stretch of bad for a while.
I think it's still relevant. I think it's going to be, again, it's one of the shows. It kind of became the fifth big one. Like you have the four big, and then the fifth one kind of turned into Money in the Bank. People look forward to it. Yeah, I don't think there's any issue with Money in the Bank. And I think, again, under this regime as well, I mean, I love what they did with Damian Priest this year. EO got the championship because of it. So they were both successful. Yeah, I think we're good.
Fair enough. Hey, babe, Bradshaw got some new ink. Right. Yeah, and Farouk got a whole lot lighter, too.
Right? Dun, dun, dun. Could this be the end of our awesome truth?
I kind of think.
Paul Ellering with his Michael Jackson glove.
You've been struck by a smooth Ellering.
Is that Hawk and Animal? That's what they refer to Scarlett's shirt as. Hawk and Animal, left and right. All right, folks, who are you taking? Are you taking AOP or are you taking Awesome Truth?
I gotta go AOP. Yeah, you know me. You've kind of sold me on it. I've mentioned of how they really kind of haven't done shit since WrestleMania here.
No, they haven't done shit. Like we get a little bit of comedy from Truth, which has kind of lost its luster a little bit lately. And
it's been few and far between.
Yeah. Well, it's because you can't be dumb every week. You know what I mean? You need something.
Are you sure about that?
Well, fact.
I know many of people who could qualify into that. Are you sure about that?
Right. I knew I liked Cross for a reason. He's a fellow New Yorker. Yeah, buddy. There you go.
Yeah, the Final Testament needs something. AOP needs something. Like they've kind of just been. They look dominant as shit, but they're kind of nothing. Now, I still wish, honestly, and I hope when AOP wins this match, you could have had an Indashir with Jinder taking on AOP, but that's gone at the moment currently.
Yeah, I mean, definitely gone by the wayside. Somebody just said, y'all brought it. LOL. Ricochet is not leaving. It doesn't look like it. Tonight's not his last night. That's for sure.
Don't look like it.
Right? I mean, he'd be the first guy. I mean, not the first guy, but if he gave their notice, yeah, okay, we're really going to have that moment. And then what? He's never coming back after essentially challenging Braun Breaker? I don't know, guys.
I mean, you could still set it up if he just gets fucking destroyed, but this whole well, tonight's the night. He's just about to be out here. If he's gonna fucking Rick Rooted and show up on Collision on Saturday type shit, it really don't seem that way.
No, I mean it kind of shows like how the broken telephone goes of like he hasn't signed a contract. Oh, he asked for his release. Oh, he's retiring tonight. We're like, whoa, like one of those things could be true, but not all of them.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's very much that telephone game of everybody adds their extra little bit to it here. Of it probably just went Ricochet is still under discussions for a new deal, which became he's told WWE that he's leaving, and we still don't know when his contract is. This is the last time he's booked to appear, which he wasn't even booked to appear tonight, and all that. So 100%. This is still seeming like they're in at least discussions here at the bare minimum.
Yeah, fact. AOP for the win. 88 here has a good point. New Day cost the AOP. Oof.
Ooh.
Probably. I feel like that gave me that feeling of, oops, here it comes.
You need a top heel team to run through. You have an abundance of babyface teams right now on Raw with DIY, New Day, Awesome Truth. You need a heel team to just kind of run through them.
Right. Awesome Truth with help of little Jimmy or little Xavier.
Or John Cena. I saw when we were here for SmackDown and everything of how that damn drink just got the best of Nia. Someone put it out there saying, I can't believe John Cena tripped up Nia 3 times in this segment.
Right. Will they show what's happening in Liv's room? I hope so. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Was that allowed?
Christ, you said the quiet part out loud and the loud part quiet.
Let's go. Having titles change on a random Monday is needed every once in a while. It's been a while. I agree with that. Yeah, I like when like, oh shit, we had something happened more than just the usual. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Right.
Cross is Puerto Rican. There you go.
Yeah. DIYs on SmackDown. Oh, thanks. They suck so much that I can't even remember what show they're on.
Well, they might be fucking SmackDown champions.
Oh, for fuck.
Very soon.
Well, they've also been teasing the Waller Theory turn there too. Now, do you turn both, tag teams that won the belts at Mania pretty much back to back?
Maybe. Awesome Truth. Sorry, A-Town Down hasn't done much. Down Under hasn't done much either.
Yeah.
Cross is from Vegas. I thought he was from Vegas. That's a good point.
I don't think that there's been much good tag team wrestling in pro wrestling as a whole, to be honest.
It's true. 99 likes. Let's go. Hit that thumb. Let's get in there. There we go.
Literally, by the time we got to, I still see 99, but yeah, as soon as we got to one comment, the other comment's invalid. Oh, we're getting the double. You can't see me.
Ross getting involved. Yeah, I got a feeling we're getting a New Day sighting.
Son of a bitch.
I got a feeling. Yeah.
Oh, sometimes I get a bad feeling.
101. Here come the New Day. Kofi and Xavier beating up Cross. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is going to be the way that Awesome Truth get the win here.
Oh. Truth.
Goes to clatter him with the title, but it's nothing.
Oh, he's going to give us an Eddie.
Oh,
all right. I can live with that.
You can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at.
I'm okay with it. At least it was entertaining. There you go. I'm okay with it.
Right.
The new APA. Don't worry. Their time is I don't get what's going on with the Final Testament and the New Day, though. I don't know what the fuck how this is going to play out.
I respectfully haven't gotten the Final Testament since we've started the Final Testament here.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Tony, Braun running through. Now, this could be the moment they write Ricochet off.
Yeah, well, it could be as he just takes out Ilya. Are we gonna get? We've got Ricochet just throwing hands with Braun Breaker. Do we get Rikishi coming out here with a fucking car?
Yeah.
This could be the end of Ricochet truck. Are they gonna? They're gonna lawn dart him. Something here. Ricochet just getting laid out. Pat fighting on a Chevy, brother.
Lawn darted him. Oh my
Lord. Lawn darted him into Jimmy Hart.
Oh no. He's leaving.
And on a jet plane.
Maybe not. We're not sure yet. He's still
I
alive.
don't know. They're halfway. He's halfway really selling the back, but this is also a little bit of like Cody Rock-ish of,
Yeah.
you know.
Uh-oh.
Samantha Irvine. What do you think? I'm gonna take this weight belt. They're gonna
Real
put this
glass.
man through a
Crimea
car.
River.
Oh.
They're writing him off.
Raw.
Oh, real glass. Crimea River.
Through a windshield. Well, on a windshield, not quite through it, but. And again, though, no Pierce in sight.
Yeah.
I've got Davari and I've got little PD Pump out here, but I have no Adam Pierce.
Not as good as Ray. Well, I mean, Ray's the kind of one of the perfect human beings to chuck. Yeah. That could be it. Or is this setting up further rivalry?
Not Rick. Oh. No, I'm just Ricochet. Rip Rico. Incoming overused. It's real glass Joe.
Yeah, facts.
That one.
Yeah.
But see, I like that because that was enough that you can maybe, if you wanted to use it as he's out, you could go with it.
Yep.
But it was also not enough that if he's still working some things out, if we're still gonna get everybody hook, line, and sinker on this shit, that you can still work with it. It's not fully enough either way.
Yeah, it's a bit interesting. We really, but again, at minimum, he's involved in something. Was that enough to write him off, or was that enough to piss him off? We'll find out.
Right.
As we are back in commercial. What number is this? It's got to be 12.
I think this might be the line. So we're probably at the over, and Ricochet's time in WWE might be over. So I'll just say, my Ricochet.
Right. Punk should have ran into frame and been like, wait a minute, no. But yeah, folks, we are in a commercial break. We are rolling through. We got under a half an hour left in Raw tonight. An interesting Raw. Again, maybe not boiling over, but not bad in a lot of spots. If you're just tuning in, Braun Breaker just took out Ricochet. We don't know what that means. Does that tie it into everything? It might. But, Ricochet, Breaker, SummerSlam, maybe. WCW, definitely a callback to WCW days. There goes his career. Yeah, we'll see. He might be betting on himself. Ricky, there you go. A lot of people are going to be saying it now. Triple threat at Money in the Bank. Ricochet, Braun, and Ilya. Possible. Highly possible, Kyle. Until we know, we don't know. I think it's been pretty steady. I'm good with it. Fair enough, Jason. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I'm not exactly jumping out of my seat, but I have like some of this, a good amount of what we've got. There hasn't been a slow night, which is good, especially on the 3-hour Raw. It hasn't felt like, we're just, I'm not begging for the end. I'll put it that way. Real glass. Ricochet is done. Sucks, but it was his choice. Yeah, again, if he chooses to go somewhere else, then that is his prerogative. If he's going to get more money, more opportunity, feels like it's best for his career, fine. I don't see what just happened as a definite that he's leaving. I'm with you, Boston. I don't see it as a definite either. It's definitely, it still feels like the door is open as far as he's in something very compelling with Braun Breaker and Ilya Dragunov. Do you want to fight Ilya and Braun Breaker in front of 10,000 people, or do you want to fight Will Ospreay? I mean, yeah, you get him at Wembley, but that's a one-off. What's the rest of the attendance like? There you go. Have them do an ambulance match. There we go. That's the most talk that Ricochet's ever had, maybe. Braun Breaker has arrived. No, Braun Breaker has been outstanding. And even in the match tonight, I mean, he took a good beating from Ilya and found a way to battle back, make it strong, and get the win. For all the people out there that are worried about Ilya's fine. And at the end of it all, as we are getting a replay of what just happened to Ricochet coming back out of commercial. But at the end of the day, for all the people that said, oh, well, Raw needs a good match, they put him in there. So someone's going to lose, guys. When you book good talent against good talent, someone has to lose. If Ilya beat Braun, oh, you ruined Braun. If Braun beats Ilya, oh, you ruined Ilya. Wrestling fans got to pay attention. Let's just go on WWE. Yeah, that's definitely a positive. Look, they're showing her. They're even talking about it. Samantha watched in horror. Oh, they're carting them out. Samantha's upset. No. Ooh, when we see somebody go, that means they usually get took out. So he's been taken out. Again, a valid argument in both directions. Are they playing to it? Again, they're giving him an awfully big spotlight if he's leaving. Samantha's leaving. Samantha's leaving for the night, guys. Let the rumors go. It's a metaphor. Samantha and Ricochet leaving WWE. No, not true. Not true. We'll see. Get the shovel. Ricochet's girl. Yeah, well, she's not working the rest of the night. Low-key Samantha happy for, 100%, right? She don't care. She do her thing. She be all right. Was that real glass? Yeah, like Boston said, insert it. Stanley Cup Finals. Where are we at? Edmonton. Wow, Florida up. Damn. Ricochet versus Braun in an ambulance match. SummerSlam. Book it. Let's go. Great storytelling. Samantha Irvin is all elite. Yeah, write it down now. Samantha is pissed because that was her call. Pat McAfee, and they're building up Braun great. You can't just keep sending people to the hospital. You can't do it. Something has to be done about this menace. And like Nick said, no Adam Pearce. R-Truth should be Phil in the ring announcer for the night. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Even though we got Drew coming out now. #1 contender to the world title. Folks, get in that chat as we got 105 strong right now. Drew McIntyre on his way out to the ring. Will he be victorious? Will he keep Judgment Day away from the match at Clash? And like I said, I think they're setting it up perfectly. Drew McIntyre wins tonight. Judgment Day can't get involved. Can't help Damian win. But somebody has a beef with Drew that can definitely help him out. Drew could be in trouble. Pat McAfee doing commentary, doing the announcing, by the way. Hilarious. Pat McAfee jumps up on the table and fills in for Samantha Irvin. Let's go. The man is multi-talented, folks. There you go. Drew versus Finn coming next. Another commercial break. I will say, tonight did feel very commercial heavy. For the first time ever. All right, folks, I will take a second now that we're in commercial break to remind everybody we are back all week long. Tomorrow, NXT, the return of Wendy Chu. I know I keep selling it, but we get Cody Rhodes on NXT tomorrow. We will be live for that. The fallout from Battleground. Then we get Dynamite on Wednesday. Lots going on in Dynamite as they head towards Forbidden Door at the end of the month. And then Thursday, 2 shows, Wrestling Court and our Clash preview. Be there for both shows. It's going to be a fun night, a fun week. Friday caps it off. The first ever SmackDown from Glasgow, Scotland. Drew will take on Sheamus and more. It's going to be a fun one, the go-home show. And then, of course, Saturday, Clash at the Castle, Brunch with the Boys 10, Wake and Bake, grab your snacks, grab your breakfast, grab your bacon. We will be here live, 11:45 a.m. Going to be a fun day, going to be a fun Saturday, and be a part of all the fun. Join the Wrestling Utopia, the channel that just keeps grinding, the channel that just keeps growing and the channel that just won't stop. But what is on our mind right now? What are we thinking about, folks? Drew for the win. I choose Wendy. Let's go. Looks like we're going to get creepy, Wendy. There you go. 13. I said 13. I undershot it. We're probably going to get 14 or 15. So that's crazy. Definitely a lot of commercials. Pat saves the day, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just tuning in, Samantha left with Ricochet. Ricochet was taken out on top of a car by Braun Breaker, and Samantha, his girlfriend, left with him. So Pat McAfee filled in. Got Drew. Excellent way to write Ricochet off. We don't see these write-offs in wrestling like we see in movies and TV. The narratives that Braun ended Ricochet's career is cool. Facts. And like Nick said, it does leave the door open, AJ, that if he is still coming back, that, you know, you sell it. Like, this guy tried to end my career, and there's a rivalry there. Even if it's a year from now, 2 years from now, that door is always going to be open. Pat killed that. Pat is amazing. Got to give Pat his flowers, folks. What is a will not Google that shit. I did say 14. You might be right. You might be right. Drew, let's go. To be objective, Pat and Samantha do have the same mannerisms and looks. There you go, Unbroken. Finn for the win. Oh, okay. Finn for the win. Drew, the fact that Pat did that is kind of letting Samantha know, hey, if you want to leave with it. Not quite, JV, but I hear you. This is why I can't have really exactly, right? She just left her job. You had a match to call, lady. They just added Solo to SmackDown in Scotland. There you go. There you go. Should be good. Like 4 foot. Tony Hayes. You figure that out. But thank you. Pat McAfee took over ring announcements as Samantha Irvin left in the ambulance with Ricochet. Bonkers, exactly. We just witnessed that. Yeah, I mean, again, pretty cool spot. Samantha adds to the Ricochet being injured dynamic. Again, if he's being written off TV, they did it really well. And if nothing else, hey, maybe they said, you know what, we're going to do this. And everybody thinks we're writing you off TV, but you'll be back. We don't know. We will know when we know, but until then, we don't know. Can this be a work, KJ? It could 100%, Adam. It could 100% be a work. We don't know. That's what I mean. People think they know. People said this was going to be his last Raw ever. WWE's been known to fuck with the dirt sheets. WWE's been known to pull a bait and switch. If not, either way, like I said, they find a way to just leave that open. I mean, Ricochet's not at the end of his career. He could be back, even if he leaves. As we are getting the rundown for the matches at Clash, I will remind everybody our predictions and previews will be going live on Thursday. Cheech and Chong goated. While we wait for commercial, and I'll say it again, Braun Breaker is wreaking havoc like British version of Dennis the Menace. There you go. And Natchik. Dude, it's a long story, but yeah, you're bringing back my childhood, Christian. Woo-hoo. My friend got drafted 42nd by Minnesota, 165 entered, and 47 spots. That's amazing, Ken. Congrats to your friend. Thank you, Ricochet. Yeah. It's always, did they say medical facility? I missed it. I thought they stopped doing that. Satellite repair, satellite, safe flight repair, safe flight replace. I think that's an American slogan. Ask him if he's rigged and scripted. As here comes Judgment Day. Now, will be part of the story that members of Judgment Day aren't around or have gone missing. That Ricochet segment made me feel bad for him. It was brutal. As it should, MDB. As it should. As here comes Finn Balor. Where is this mysterious medical facility anyway? Just around the corner. Just around the corner. Not far. Stop playing with my emotions, Smokey. Come on, ice cream. Let's go, ice cream. Why are we cheering for ice cream? Cody is going after the OC tomorrow. Maybe. That's not a bad show. With 0% body fat, Pat McAfee's awesome. The irony that Ricochet took Liv's hotel key, overlapping story. There you go. Ricochet faked an injury because he has the room key. Except his girl joined him, so now we're screwed. Maybe if Ricochet shaved, it would not happen. Maybe. Does Samantha being involved make it more of an angle? Feels like it. That's my honest opinion on it. It feels a little more like it's an angle opposed to, because I think if you were just writing him off, you could have just put him in the ambulance. Why add the extra emotion? Why not have her at ringside unless you're trying to sell something? I don't know. There you go. There you go. Yes, she will. Savannah Irvin. Savannah Irvin is all elite. I like that, Paul. That's funny. I say angle. There you go. Dale feeling it. But this match is on and running. Did anybody take Finn Balor? Anybody out there pick Finn? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Dijak took the key. Dijak is the key. Now, people have been asking about Dijak. Rumor is Dijak is in negotiations. That's why we haven't seen Dijak. They have not come to an agreement on his new contract. I could be wrong, but that's what the sources are saying. That Dijak perhaps hasn't solved his contract issue yet. I haven't heard any Dijak to AEW rumors. McAfee is gold. Oh my God, Jason. The guy is priceless. Big clothesline to Finn on the apron. Down he goes to the floor. Bum-ass Judgment Day. Still one of the best entrances ever was the bum-ass Corbin entrance. Dijak took the key. I like that one. Steve Austin got hit by a car. He's going to WCW. Ricochet got destroyed by a car. He's going to AEW. That's it. Bendy, that rationale makes sense to me, man. There's going to be Tony Khan's house. He has Band-Aids. WWE buying TNA. Been a long-standing rumor, Craig. It'd be very interesting if they want to part ways with it. But right now, I don't know. Possible. If not, maybe just some type of ongoing working agreement where, you know, you can filter talent both directions. Drew tossing Finn to the outside. I wonder if Pat McAfee is going to announce a new episode of Dennis the Menace, and I doubt it. I doubt it. Recoil is all elite. It could be. Could be. King Puma is all elite. I said king on purpose. Unless KJ, Miss Savannah, is going to be Ricochet's manager. Samantha's not leaving. As far as I know, her contract did not expire. Just because her boyfriend's did doesn't mean hers did. I picked Finn in the poll, but Drew for my prediction. Doubling down, MDB. How's the poll doing? 81%, 82%. Taking Drew McIntyre. All right. Vance taking Finn. Come on, they're going on a summer vacation. They will be back. Samantha's going to be back next week, guys. Don't be silly. He's just trying to ratio the contract. Yeah, right. Drew McIntyre for the win. Let's go. As we go back into commercial break, which I think is commercial break 14 tonight. Holy shit. I can definitely take some ice cream. Absolutely. TNA just added Eric Young, Josh Alexander versus ABC, and Sami Callihan versus Jonathan Gresham at Against All Odds. Friday, I forgot to mention that. Through all the other stuff we're covering, Friday, TNA Against All Odds. We will be here for it, and it's looking interesting. Remember, Jordan Grace has an open challenge. It looks like Ash by Elegance is going to take that challenge, but we'll see. Tatum Paxley seems very interested in that title. Plus, you know, who knows right now. but it should be a very, very interesting show this week on Friday night at the same time as SmackDown. Yes, the channel that covers more live wrestling than anybody else out there will be live for both. Could be Liv's Funhouse in one way or the other. Drew for the win. Keep Dijak. He was just getting good. I think there are planning to keep Dijak, but I don't know. Like they said, I don't know if they're not offering him enough money and he wants more or what it is, but that's most likely what it is. Yeah, I like Dijak a lot. Dijak's good for a banger. Pause. But he's solid. He really is solid. So we'll see. But the rumor I read from a reliable source is that he's going to definitely be back in the fold if they can figure that out. R-Truth, Pat, and Wendy for guest commentary, please. There we go. Dijak contract is up at the end of June. He is expected to sign a big one. Yeah, so that's, again, kind of tying into what the story I read as far as maybe he wants one a little bigger than they're willing to give him. I don't know. Or maybe the negotiations are going to swell. They're just going through the process. But that's what I heard as far as why he's not around. Happy birthday, Deanna. Do you mean Deanna? I'm trying to grow a Finn Balor-like beard. That's a good place to start. It's like a beginner's beard. It's a good start. Finn's got some drip tonight. Finn looking good, ready to go. I like Finn. I a lot of us are big fans of Finn for a long time. So, again, they get booked a lot. They were the focus of a lot of tonight's show. So, got to give them credit. Monday night commercials. Yeah, I mean, if you took out the commercials, how long was the show tonight? An hour and 45 minutes? Jesus. KJ, when a wrestler leaves in an ambulance, where do they go? No way they go to a real hospital. They go around the block. That's it. They just got to film them leaving. As soon as cut, get out. That's all. They don't go nowhere. Right? They pull back into the ambulance bay or back into the back door into the truck bay, and they're like, all right, get out. Technically, Samantha could just quit. Yeah, I guess. She's not a wrestler. She's an employee. Maybe she just wants. Now that's where we're starting to reach, guys. We're assuming that just because one went one way or the other. Keep in mind, there's somebody doing that job in the other company as well. Do they just drop him? And some would say, yeah, go ahead. But yeah, let's be realistic, people. Like, life doesn't just, you can't just, she's not going to burn that bridge. She's not going to burn that bridge. And if you've seen any interviews, I can't remember who brought it up earlier tonight, but she's done a lot of interviews. She's very, grew up a wrestling fan, a WWE fan. As we are back from commercial, Finn in control of Drew. Josh and EY is both Canadian. KJ new tag, Canadian group. Let's go. Bring back Scott D'Amore. Get it all done. Josh is good. EY's been working with him since his return. I like it. I'm a big fan of both. Does this mean Pat McAfee has to perform double duty? Yeah. Do you think he gets an increase in pay? Break 14. Yeah. Jeff Jarrett could be new W. Yeah, maybe. He play the guitar while he announces. Where's CM Punk at? CM Punk is laying in the weeds, guys. Anyone else find it fishy? Anyone else find it funny? We haven't seen Punk in a couple minutes. Does it feel like they're trying to let us forget about CM Punk a little bit? I don't know. Kind of feels like that to me. There you go. Calling last shot tonight is Dom going into Liv's hotel room. I'm with you, Nick. Absolutely. You're not wrong about that. Who do you got versus Chandler versus Connor? It's so hard. I don't know where Connor's at anymore. Is Connor going to be okay after breaking his leg? Is Connor just fucking around for a paycheck? If Chandler comes in hungrier than Connor could get caught, but it's so hard to bet against McGregor. I don't know. That's a good one. Ask me closer to the actual fight. I'll let you know. What happened to Nikki Cross? Nothing that I know of. She may be a part of the Wyatt Six. We don't know yet. They will have a hotel room segment with now what they've done a lot, guys, is a lot of times they've used social media for that kind of shit. So we'll see. Live. Everyone happy about Applebee's. Geekbox, how you doing? How you doing? I like that. Finn is a starter beard, right? He's a starter beard. It's I mean, actually, Drew's might be a little more starter than Finn's, but yeah, it's those early day beards. Imagine Ricochet arriving in AEW in an ambulance. Do it, AJ. If anybody would do it, Tony Khan might do it. Do it. Fucking do it. Fun fact is a huge Lego fan. Finn is a huge Lego fan and collects them. Right on. Oh, yeah. The rumors have been amazing. But I mean, I like it. I mean, the same thing with hockey or baseball or basketball, football. It's you love that shit. You love the who's going where, who's going to re-sign, what's going to happen. You know, oh, that guy went there and this guy used to play with him in college. Are they going to join each other? I like it. Finn up and over, though. A pretty good match. Is it my imagination or the crowd just not feeling it at all? Steve Macklin's wife. There you go. They're specifying. Happy birthday, Deonna Purrazzo. Drew and Sheamus, 100. Shotgun dropkick. When a wrestler leaves an ambulance. Unbroken. It's funny on so many levels. You're going to get my channel flagged in Canada. What are you doing? Finn chops Drew, takes a step back and says, oh, shit. Steve and Purrazzo are married. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yo, Dom can't handle Liv. Dom can't handle Liv or Rhea. That's the irony and the appeal of the whole situation, Alexander. This lucky fucker with his fucking mullet and his mustache. Big superplex. 2 count. KJ, do you think Sheamus and Drew ends in a DQ on SmackDown? No, I got a feeling Drew will win that. I think Sheamus will be happy to put him over, make him look strong going into it. I'm kind of leaning that way. Great storytelling. I don't know if you're being honest or sarcastic. I'm going to say all those exclamation points mean you're genuine. Let me know. Future Shock DDT. I can imagine Pat McAfee performing triple duty, ring announcer, commentator, and the Pat McAfee show. There, doing it all. Crowd is quieter than a fish farting. Right? Just bubbles. Here comes Damien. Be funny if Ricochet and Samantha knock on KJ's. Let's go. Come on over. I got Band-Aids. Who goes to a wrestling show and doesn't cheat? I don't get it. But this is why you're getting so many international shows. Carlito up on the apron. Glasgow Kiss. JD up. He gets chucked into the ring. Claymore. Yeah. The Americans, some parts of the U.S. just do not cheer. They only cheer for certain things. You got to set somebody on fire or break a table. It's fucked up. That's why they keep taking the show elsewhere, guys. Y'all going to have to start cheering. Triple H going to have all the shows overseas. Finn going up. Misses the coup de grace. Claymore! That's funny. Drew McIntyre with the win. Purrazzo 30. I think Liv just turned 30 as well. I want Damien's vest. See my vest. Rhea greater than Liv. Easy. Come on now. Ooh, I don't know, bro. I might have to sit and put some thought into that. You might catch me in a thinking man pose for that one. Toledo. If you're from Toledo, that's AJ's opinion. As that's it, we are done. Off. Lickety split. Clean and clear, folks. So let me know in that chat right now. Raw is off the air. What did you think about the show tonight? What would you rate it out of 10? How do you feel about it? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you not like it at all? What did you like about it? Don't just, spit stupidity. Let me know. 6-1, 5-2, 4-1. What am I getting now? Gordon Lightfoot considered a god in Canada. Once upon a time, Tony. Once upon a time, probably. Good luck, Damian Priest, handling the hostile crowd in Scotland. Oh, I can't wait to hear the Scottish crowd pissed when this goes down. We Americans are spoiled. Paul, it feels like it, right? You know, we've been in France. We're coming to Toronto. We're going to Scotland. Come on now. Y'all got to get a little energized. Like, you paid money to go. You really did. You're there. Jump around. Sing a little. Scream. Do something. I mean, we got a Finn Drew McIntyre match that nobody seemed to give a fuck about. There you go. There you go. I appreciate it, Jason. Bullshit crowd. It was kind of funny. So I didn't think the match was bad. So, and I generally never blame the crowd. I hate when wrestlers or people blame the crowd, but I didn't think the match sucked. So I'm kind of confused at why they were so quiet for so much. They're really going to leave the hotel card. Yeah, they are. I'm telling you, watch social media, guys. Watch it. Now, the last person I saw with the card was Finn. Finn slipped that card into his pocket. So, I don't know. I hope Ricochet comes back in a better place. If he goes to AEW, I'll just be waiting to see how long it takes him to get injured in some stupid spot, probably with Darby. Listen, if Ricochet goes to AEW, I wish him all the best. And I'm looking forward to some of the bookings that could happen. Again, the concern with Tony Khan is you're going to fantasy book Ricochet, and then you'll have no use for him. You'll shoot your shot. Oh, here comes Swerve, here comes Ospreay, here comes Darby, here comes Orange Cassidy. Of course, the gratuitous Jericho match, and then he's done. Where do you go? Is he going to be an AEW World Champion? Is he going to be an IC title holder? What is he going to do? That's my concern. Am I convinced he's leaving? No. I was also the guy that refused to believe that Cody Rhodes was coming to the WWE till I saw it. So for that reason, WWE's left us hanging on this one. It could have gone either way. BDSM Priest can handle Scotland easy. Well, he's going to take some heat. But keep in mind, I mean, Priest fought Bad Bunny in Puerto Rico, and that crowd was very pro Bad Bunny. So they'll make it work. 8.5. And then it just went off the air like that. What a bullshit show. What do you want it to do? Are you mad at the ending? How do you get mad at the ending? They didn't end. What were they supposed to do? The match was over. You have your main event, your champion and his number one contender nose to nose as you go off the air. What more should happen? No Liv segment. I know. But again, I understand the fan base hates waiting. The fan base hates not getting all the answers right away. Tough titty, said the kitty. Deal with it. I'm going to give a straight up 6. I was entertained. Fair enough. 8 out of 10 knee pads. Fair enough. Crowd can really make or ruin a show. Yeah, I mean, they can definitely impact the show for sure. And again, the vibe of it, especially if you're watching at home, if you don't feel that energy sometimes, it's hard. Like part of that emotion is the crowd. And you kind of want the crowd to kind of do their thing and be with it. 3-1 Florida, 3:30 to go. Ouch. 7.1 out of 10. 6.5 KJ. What if it could get Rhea versus Chris Statlander down the line? I'd be okay with it. I mean, Stat's got a lot to learn but it's come a long way. I don't love how she's currently being booked in AEW. We'll see what happens with her and Bivens, but yeah, all for it. No Judgment Day at Clash. So, folks, if you're keeping track at home, Judgment Day cannot help Damien, cannot be at ringside. So maybe that's opening a door for someone else to help. Give it a 6, 7, 4. Dale. Ooh, 6. 8 from Eric. 8. I think 8's too high tonight. Applebee's out of 10. 6.5 out of 10. The Awesome Truth, Otis, and the women's tag match hurt the show. Fair enough. I give it a 9. Favorite parts of the show is Braun Breaker flattening Ricochet like a pancake. Pat McAfee, hilarious ring announcing. Yeah, we did get bonus Pat, so that's kind of cute. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So see the range, and that's 4-1. Son of a bitch. 7.5 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I'm more inclined to go there. Florida 3, Edmonton. Yeah, now it's 4. Son of a bitch. Crowd, a bunch of Swifties. Well, y'all notice everyone in JD was out there except Dom. Facts, MDB. Where was Dom? And does that tie into, where was Dom? We needed you, Dom. Where were you? Wow, wow, wow. 7.5, solid go home show. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a 7. I think I'm gonna go 7 tonight, folks. You can keep those ratings coming, and I'll click on the last few messages before I head out tonight. But 6.5 out of 10, got that one. 7.5. Yeah, I think 7's a fair. I think it was solid. I could, there was parts of the show that were a little lackluster. But I mean, they gave us a little taste of the women's tag match to build that up a little for the weekend. They gave us a little taste of Otis. They're still building that story. Good job. I thought the Braun Breaker Ilya match was the match of the night, the moment of the night. The way Braun Breaker looks like an absolute beast. Takes out Ricochet. Whether that means Ricochet's done or not, we don't know, but we will find out. But my God, he looks outstanding. Judgment Day was strong. The Liv stuff to me is fun. I'm enjoying the Liv Dom saga here. We all know what Liv's up to, but everyone debating stuff around the table I thought was really good. Overall, I did not hate the show, did not love it. But a bottom end solid. Well, if you noticed, got that one. NXT did 768K. AEW did 790 last week, so must have been a motivator worth noting. We did Battleground, and they didn't really do much to get people to tune in tomorrow because they played it safe. I don't think they played it safe, AJ. I think they played it sensible. Again, yes, there was an opportunity there, but the inner workings are the inner workings. Overall, lots of reason to tune in, and adding Cody Rhodes is a good one as well. So we'll see. I mean, they're doing solid numbers, and they are going neck and neck with AEW. If you look back a couple weeks, 768 would have been a good number for a couple of the recent Dynamites. So AEW's got to pull their socks up. I know we keep saying the shows haven't been good in 2024, and people keep saying, "Oh, that's bullshit." But let's be real. Let's be real. The numbers are very indicative of the show not being entertaining. Thanks, guys. How was the picture without Finn Balor's beard? He looks like he's 12. Yeah, no, I bet. 9 out of 10. 7.5. Good show. Dom wasn't there again. Slipping. I had a good laugh at the Americans that get upset. Yeah, exactly. I'm with you. European PLEs, they're expected to watch at weird times. Welcome to wrestling as a British fan for the past 35 years. Yeah, listen, I don't want to pick on the Americans, especially because my American counterpart is not here right now. But yeah, you hear the complaints a lot. Oh, we got to watch it. Fuck it. We get to watch the pay-per-views mid-afternoon. It's fucking excellent. It's not that bad of a problem at all. And at the end of the day, say, Livy, we saw the crowd tonight. If that wrestling show was outside of the U.S., the crowd would have been going crazy. Yeah, forget Toledo. 7.5 solid go home show. That's fair. Hornswoggle and Finn look alike. No rumors. If the was a Liv and Nick Wayne's mom segment, yeah, well, I'd imagine. I kind of wish Tony Khan would not sign every former WWE wrestler. It is an interesting take, Damien, and I will call last call in the chat, folks. The reason that's interesting is because to me, it's the antithesis of what Tony was trying to accomplish. Now, you want to sign a Swerve, makes sense. You want to sign a Ricochet, I could see that. Ricochet probably built his name up just as much on the indies as he did in WWE, but you can't sign everybody. When you're talking about Nikki Bella or the Bella Twins, or you're talking about, again, you see all these older wrestlers that are kind of at the point where WWE was okay to let them go. It's no longer feeling like the alternative to WWE. It's feeling like the former WWE. Raw is a C. I love Braun Breaker match, and I love Ricochet and Braun Breaker backstage. It was brilliant. And Drew McIntyre versus Finn, great, good. Ricochet died out of 10. Punk costing Drew. We'll see. I mean, again, this is one of the most highly contested debates that's happened on this channel. I'm looking forward to it. Win or lose, I'm looking forward to how this plays out. Wishing Ricochet all the best. We'd hate to see such a talent get grinded up in Tony's dream machine. Perfect for me would be a character rebuild, return later down the line for WWE. It's quite possible. It really is quite possible. Now I know why Breaker put Ricochet through the windshield. Toledo is known for glass. I did not know that about Toledo. Thank you, Mike. 8 out of 10. Did you not already give a 9? Did you change your mind? Priest is the reason Judgment Day won't be there to help him. It's his fault if he loses. I blame Dom. It's all on Dom. 7 is fair. I gave it an 8 because we got Braun Breaker Ricochet spot. That's fair. Absolutely. I selected Drew. I think I saw 2 key cards. Oh, now we're going to add to the story. Now, again, 2 key cards means 2 people showing up. I mean, she's not Soraya Price. 7.5 out of 10. We won't get anything tomorrow. Yeah, and I don't expect much. 108 likes. Thank you so much, people. We appreciate it. Wrestling for life over everyone. No, we thank you, MDB. Finn got off the mat like a Grandpa Joe in Charlie's Chocolate Factory out of his bed so he could get to the hotel. Just book it. Let's go. KJ, will the shows in Germany also be brunch with the boys? Yes. Based on the time change, yes. We will be here live for the shows in Germany. We'll be live for the Scottish shows. We're live for the Japanese shows that are 2 in the morning. We cover more live wrestling than anybody else out there, folks. It's not just a gimmick. It's really what we do. Go to New Japan. He could. See you guys tomorrow. Good night, AJ. What match mean events? Main events, Cody versus AJ or Drew. It all, I think, under the circumstance in Scotland, it's going to be Drew and Damian. However, if Drew's going to get fucked, Cody AJ might be the main event. The leave on a happier note. We'll see. That's a good question. The matches were great, but the crowd took a life out of me. Yeah, the crowd didn't help. The show was some good highs, some good bad. Yeah, it was very, very indicative of modern day go-home shows. We're not going to risk anybody getting hurt or injured and fucking up matches we have booked. We're really going to emphasize the matchups that are coming on the weekend, and we'll sprinkle some stuff in. So, again, that's been more the days of like the barn burner go-home show. It's not quite what it used to be, but I thought tonight did build a lot for Saturday. I'd take the Ricochet MJF match. MJF shouting and what the fuck as Ricochet flips over his head. Absolutely. Ricochet's good. He's a talent. Sometimes he has trouble connecting beyond just being a really good athletic wrestler, but we'll see. We'll give him an opportunity to see what happens. Imagine Liv helps Drew at Clash. That would be something. Blow my mind. Because, yeah, that would be the ultimate haha for Nick of Liv helping Drew. Drew gets the win and from Liv. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Does all the Wyatt 6 show up? That's a great question. Your guess is as good as mine. If nothing else, 1. We get 1, maybe 2, and then we'll go from there. We'll see how far they want to drag this out. Good night, everybody. All right, so yeah, I'm giving tonight's show 7 room keys out of 10 rendezvous. I thank everybody who's still here. I thank everybody who watched for even a second tonight. If you're watching the replay, be a friend, tell a friend, click all the buttons. Go check out our merch store. Find us on Discord. Find us everywhere else you can find us. Remember, we do watch more live wrestling. I like wrestling. Are you sure, Boston? Are you sure? You've been kind of grumpy with wrestling as of late, my guy. Finn isn't a starter beard, LOL. He had maintained that length for years now. It still feels like a starter, but it's like training wheels. But with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Big Nick, on behalf of Anthony, I'm going to pack it in, call it a night, get ready for tomorrow's show. Like I said, we got a jam-packed week coming up. So much wrestling, so much to talk about, so much to get into. So until tomorrow, see you on the flip side and have a good night.